T-minus 1 minute. T-minus 50 seconds. T-minus 40 seconds. T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
And we are live on the Blue Lounge. Deadline day madness. Big up, everyone. Big up, everyone. Welcome back to the stream. Oh, my God. You guys have no idea what it's like to try to do a day's job, do your work, keep your eye on this continuous influx of news, and try to keep a sane mind. What a day it has been, man. What a day it has been. Big up to Courtney, big up to Omar, big up to all of you guys in the chat, big up to my only panelist at the moment, Matt from the Stanford Sink. Big up to you, Matt. How you doing, brother?
Yeah, I'm all right, man. I'm all right. How you doing? Sounds like you're
I'm
on a hectic
good.
day.
I know. But you know what, Matt? You kept me sane because I watched your video going to work and I listened to your stream coming back from work. So, no. Big up to you. Big up to Aiden. Aiden, I see you in the chat. Here we go. Oh, my God. Jackson, 1 minute he's in Germany. 1 minute he's back to London. 1 minute he's in Germany. 1 minute he's back to London. At the moment, he's in Germany. For now. Listen, people, we are now going to catch up on what has gone down today, specifically relating to Chelsea incomings and outgoings. Actually, it's only outgoings at the moment, but we are going to cover what we've seen so far. I'm going to give you a summary because a lot has happened. I'm not going to go into every single bit of detail. I'm going to give you a summary of what has happened over the past couple of hours so we can catch up. And then we're going to continue to monitor the developments up until the deadline day cutoff, which is in under 2 hours from now. Just under 2 hours from now. Luke, I see you. Alia, I see you. Big up to all of you. Guys, smash that like button ASAP. I have seen the way the YouTube algorithm has been treating the content creators today, and it's doing everyone dirty. Yeah, so do me a favor and hit the like button. Do yourself a favor and hit the like button. Let's get let's get this stream out to as many people as we can, as quickly as we can. And the only way we're going to do that is by you smashing the hell out of that like button. All right, not going to waste time. Let's catch up with the latest news. So I am going to start with, I believe the first one I have lined up for you guys is Raheem the Dream Sterling. That is the first tweet we're going to get into. And as of 4 hours ago, Fulham revive Raheem Sterling talks. Continue also for Kevin. For Kevin? Who's Kevin?
Shakhtar player.
Ah, okay, Kevin. No agreement with the player as of yet. And Samu Chukwueze, Sterling option considered by Fulham today. Well, today is the day. Today is the day. And Fulham, sort us out, mate. Come on. We apologize for all that VAR, breeze the other night. But, take Sterling, please. Do you know what? We'll give you the 3 points if you take Sterling. Just take Sterling. Because see those 3 points. Just take Sterling, please. All right, so Sterling is one to watch for the next hour or so. Yeah, Sterling is one to watch for the next hour or so. We have more. All right. And lads, I will address your comments very, very soon. Courtney, big up to you, my brother. Courtney, get these likes up, man. Get these likes up. Daniel Knight, big up to you, my brother. Get these likes up, people. All right. Moving from Sterling, Nico Jackson. Nicholas Jackson to join Bayern on a loan with an obligation total package worth £70 million. Jackson agreed a 5-year deal, more restructured.
Move
Res- res-
resurrected.
Resurrected. My bad.
Brought back to life.
Move resurrected this morning as exclusively revealed on Talk Sports. We have more details on how this move was restructured, resurrected. You know, all them big words that man them can't be reading when they just finished the shift at work. You know what I'm saying? Chelsea are not interested in Santiago Gomez, despite reports.
Yeah, that was a
Jimenez.
quick one.
Jimenez.
Okay,
Is
yeah.
that the Atletico player?
AC Milan. That was the centre
yeah.
back you were thinking of. There was a Jimenez who played for
Jimenez, yeah.
Yeah, I think this guy's a striker. I'm not sure, but he plays for AC Milan. And the news
Right.
came out, and then within like 30 seconds of the news coming out, Fabrizio tweeted that. That's when I was still live. That was like one of the last things I saw.
Fabrizio is good to kill news that is not coming out from him, yeah, but he'll
Yeah.
drag on the story for 3 months because he started it. Exclusive, yeah. Xavi Simons.
Oh mate, never again.
Details. Chelsea also got higher loan fee from Bayern Munich for Nicholas Jackson from the original 15 million euros to 16.5 million loan fee. So that fee has been upped. There's more details. I'm bringing it. Hold on. There's more details. Yeah, Elias in AC Milan. Eric Muksha, big up to you. Welcome. I think you're new to the channel. Big up to you. Does Nicholas Jackson left Chelsea club Bayern Munich officially? Not yet. I would have said yes if you had asked me this a few days ago, you know, but right now, until that paper is signed, I'm not saying nothing about this. But this is the information that we have. So I'm running you through the information. All right, here we go. So here we go from Fabrizio Romano. Breaking. Here we go from Fabrizio Romano. Second time.
Here we go again. It literally says it on the thing, on the picture.
Here we go again.
Love that.
Breaking. Bayern and Chelsea seal new agreement for Nicholas Jackson. Deal done. Loan plus buy clause. New element of obligation to buy included in the deal. For 2026, as Chelsea wanted. Jackson already agreed a 5-year deal at Bayern Munich, 16.5 million loan fee. Here we go again. I'll give you a more specific breakdown in a second. I've got it. It's just waiting. 37 of you in the house. Smash that like button. Like I told you, the YouTube algorithm has been doing things dirty today. So please, let's beat the algorithm by smashing the like button. Also, smash the comments. Tell me what you've had for lunch. Yeah, tell me what you had for breakfast, depending on what time zone you're in. Just put a comment in there. Let the YouTube algorithm know that you're interacting, know that you're enjoying, and it will get us up and running. Tyreek George, Fulham to sign Chelsea winger Tyreek George for a fee of £22 million. George has agreed a 5-year contract. Did we get a here we go? Because if we did, I missed it. I haven't got on here.
I don't think we should have the here we go yet, no.
So we're waiting for a here we go on Raheem Sterling and Tyreek George in the next hour or so. More information on Nico Jackson as courtesy of Florian Plettenberg. Bayern and Chelsea have found a final agreement now. All details are clarified. Jackson has already completed his medical. Loan with an option to buy that becomes an obligation if certain conditions are met. This is the big one, lads, okay? So it is an obligation. At the moment, it's an option, but it is an obligation if certain conditions are met. What are these certain conditions are met? I hear you asking. Number of games, number of appearances. How many? We don't know yet. More details to come. Loan fee is 16.5 million. Full salary covered. Last paperwork's now. Exclusive news set to be confirmed soon. Done deal 2.0. That is where we are in regards to what had been coming out over the last few hours. Greg Lopez ain't happening by the looks of things, brother. I was, praying, hoping, meditating, doing everything that he could do for this to happen, but it didn't happen. It looks like we are going to rely on the lad we got from Brighton, who Matt is going to tell you his name because I can't pronounce it. Matt, what's his name?
Facundo Buonanotte.
That's the geezer. All right, so he is going to be our makeshift 10 when we are in a little bit of a pickle. All right,
Right wing
now,
as well, I think.
and he does other positions. Now, I am going to have a quick look and see if there is anything that has broken since we last checked when we started the stream. All right, so Donnarumma has officially signed his long-term contract at Manchester City. Gundogan is on his way to Galatasaray. Deal is agreed for Gundogan. I think that's a good move for him.
Mhm.
But in regards to Chelsea, we are waiting. We are waiting. Now, Cascade, big up to you. Greg, big up to you. Big up to all of you. Sheriff, big up to you. Can we do with the squad without buying any striker? Matt, what do you think?
I think, yeah, I think we'll probably be all right. Like, I was talking about this on my stream earlier. Like, João Pedro is going to get a lot of game time, obviously. That's a little bit worrying. But if we look at Mark Yu in isolation, he's going to play cup games and even potentially Champions League games like Paphos and Carabao. This is like Conference League opposition. And Mark Yu did actually prove to us last year that he can score against Conference League opposition. Mark Yu was the third top goal scorer in the Conference League last year in the whole thing. Do you know what I mean?
Speaking on Margu, we just had a tweet from Ben Jacobs. Margu has completed his move back to Chelsea after Sunderland agreed to cancel his loan. Difficult situation, but one I am told Gui has handled professionally. He'll now get to play in the Champions League.
Yeah, that's literally what I was just saying, man. Do you know what I mean? It's like he's, he's perfect for some of those games. It is a little bit worrying about João Pedro, but at the end of the day, from Mark Gu's perspective, he's just gone from being the third backup striker at Sunderland to being the second option at Chelsea. So for him, it's he's really going to want to give it some. And obviously, he's a bit older. He's got a bit more experience. He's filling out. He's getting a bit bigger. Do you know what I mean? So physically, he's in a better position to handle the rough and tumble of the Premier League more so than he was before. So, no, he's not as like for me. It would have been keep Nicholas Jackson, in terms of having a quality striker. But I would rather have kept Mark Gu than have gone out for Conrad Harder, for instance. Do you know what I mean? Because I think we'll get the same thing from him. We own him. We can only drive up his value. So, João Pedro was going to play all of these games anyway. We've got cover for attacking midfield and the wings and stuff. And Mark Gu, I really like him, man. He's a pressing monster as well. He's got so much energy. Press. He absolutely loves it.
He's got pace and strength,
Yeah. So he was starting before his injury. He was just starting to find where the back of the net was. Do you know what I mean? Because he got like a hat trick in one game. I think he scored like 6 or 7 goals in the Conference League last season. If he can pick up from where he left off, and he obviously thinks he can because he took a difficult move to Sunderland in what was probably going to be a relegation battle. Do you know what I mean? So he was up for a tough season either way. Now he's going to get more opportunities, at least for the next few months. And we might even see something crazy where if Liam Delap comes back in 3 months or whatever, depending on we're still waiting to obviously hear about his injury, he might even struggle to get in over Gu if Gu hits the ground running. Do you know what I mean? So I'll back it, man. I'll back it.
Yeah, I'm actually happy at the way things have panned out. I'm actually happy at the way things have panned out. Daniel says poor squad planning. Yes, 100%. But I think it panned out all right at the end.
Yeah.
And my choice with all the calamities that we saw with the whole Nico Jackson thing would have been to try and leave Jackson over there and just stick with Gui. That would have been my choice. But because there was no cancellation agreement in the loan deal, I was thinking we can't do that. So Nicholas Jackson coming back might be the only option that we had. And I think Chelsea worked on both avenues, both approaches, just in case one of them wasn't going to pan out. And the fact that Mark Gui came back, literally just, they're thinking, that's it, done. Nico, you can go. But we have now got a slight bit of advantage where we can use to pressure Bayern Munich just a little bit more, and that's what they literally did.
Yeah.
Change the option to buy to an obligation to buy
Yeah.
with a twist. There's conditions that have to be met. We don't know what those
Mm.
conditions are exactly, but I'm guessing is something reasonable to expect. And the fee was up by $1 million, roughly. So you can't complain about that. So yes, agreed. Poor planning, but it has worked out somewhat.
We got the money for Jack. We're getting 70 mil for Jackson, man. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? 70 million pounds.
70 and a half, I think it works out to be.
Yeah, 70.5
70 and a
million
half.
pounds.
Yeah, which
That's
is good, which is very, very good.
unbelievable. That's
So is
more
that
than
double?
double. It's double what we paid for him initially, but because he's been with us for a few seasons, it'll be more than double his current book value. So that's a great deal, man. That's a great deal.
My answer at the moment is no. But I have to admit, it's not based on any tangible evidence. I don't really know much about the player, so I'm not happy purely for the fact that we got a loan and it's a Brighton player. That being said, a lot of the Brighton lads that we did bring in have worked out pretty well. Bar Sanchez, and again, that is subjective. So we don't really have much option at the moment unless we see Chelsea do a madness in the next hour. It was a deal that we needed to do, kinda, maybe. Matt, what's your thoughts on this one?
I think there's a couple of interesting things about it. So just to talk about the player, he scored 6 goals in a Leicester team that got relegated at the first time of asking. That's not bad. Liam Delap scored 12 goals for Ipswich and the same thing happened. So as an attacking midfielder, he managed half of Liam Delap's output for a relegated Leicester, and they were terrible last year. Really, really bad. So not awful. The other thing is, like, because he plays right wing and centre attack, what this actually does is frees up Esteval to be more of a centre attacking backup option as well. Now we're not going for another striker. João Pedro's going to be the striker because we've been talking about João Pedro playing in the 10. We've seen it in a few games, but now that's not going to be the case. So what that does is probably promote Esteval to be in the number 10 backup, rather than just the right wing backup, because Buonanotte played most of his games from right side of midfield. Most of his goals came from the right side of midfield yesterday as well. I think not yesterday, last season. So I'm not like buzzing about it. He's a 20-year-old Argentinian lad. Okay, cool, wicked. Do you know what I mean?
Two international caps, I think, right?
Yeah.
He's got a couple of international caps.
Yeah. So he's thought well of in what is always a good international Argentinian team. Do you know what I mean?
Got
It's not an easy team to get into.
Garnacho Enzo with him, yeah.
Yeah, and that's good, isn't it? We've got like a little Brazilian contingent. Now we've got a little Argentinian contingent. Do you know what I mean? It's probably good for, to not make people feel left out. Obviously, we've got a lot of South Americans in the squad now. I don't think it's a needle mover at all, but as far as a depth player goes, we could have gone out and spent 30-40 million on someone who was in and around the same level. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's smart to just get a loan with no obligation, no nothing, because he's there if we need him. If we don't, doesn't matter.
Yeah, 100%. Aiden Palmer will be back in a couple of weeks. He's not out long term. So Palmer hopefully will be back just after the international break. I may rest him against Brentford and just bring him on for the Man United game. Palmer, I'm not really concerned about at the moment. I don't think we have any issues there with him. We've just got an update, or is this just my phone being glitchy? Hold on.
Yeah, like I was just saying, man, while you're checking that in response to Aiden, you'll see Esteval in that number 10 now, because Neto doesn't need to play on the left wing anymore because we've brought in Garnacho, so we've got 2 left wing options. So you'll probably see Neto starting on the right and Esteval in the middle when Palmer's not available, or Buonanotte on the right as well. Do you know what I mean? So I wouldn't, because we're not going in. If we're going for a striker by the end in the next hour or so, like, okay, fair enough, that changes the game. But I think we've only been seeing João Pedro in that number 10 because he was the next best option. But if he's going to have to play striker, which he is, we're probably more likely to see Esteval definitely in that position a bit more now, I would have thought.
Yep. Confirmation of Santiago Jimenez. He's a Mexican lad. He's not the Argentine. The other guy's Argentinian.
Yeah, the other one's
Yeah.
Argentinian.
So this guy's a Mexican lad. He is staying at AC Milan. There is no movement, as confirmed by his agent.
What was he, a striker or a centre back?
Do you know what? I've never really,
I
looked.
I
Yeah. I
hadn't
mean,
looked,
the other Jimenez I was thinking about is a defender, centre back. But this guy, I actually was confused. I thought it was the other guy that they were referring to.
Yeah, it's not a very common name, is
No.
it?
Yeah. So Gundogan looks like he is leaving Man City, as confirmed by Ben Jacobs. Galatasaray seems to be his destination. He will do well there. I mean, he is German, but he's from Turkish descent.
Yep.
So he will have a good end to his career potentially in Turkey. Kai says the geezer is a midfielder. The geezer is a midfielder. The AC Milan geezer.
Google says striker, but
Ayala saying striker. Ayala saying striker.
Little column A, little column B.
Yeah. We'll just call him a 10. Call him a 10.
9.5.
Keep everyone happy. Keep everyone happy.
Yeah.
Like what was that position? The false striker position. Yeah, he's a false striker. False nine. Yeah. All right. So we are literally 1 hour and 33 minutes away from all this madness to be over.
Yeah, can we look
You
at
know-
this Gurley thing?
Yeah. I was just about to say that.
Before.
No, it's cancelled. It's cancelled. Actually, it's paused. We've got to be very careful about saying things are cancelled. It's paused. It's paused. But I think do you know what I want to see right now? Do you know what I want to see right now? I want to see Chelsea go for this.
I'd love that, man.
I'd love for that to happen.
Yeah, I'd love
for that to happen.
Desperate to see Mark Gay back in the Chelsea shirt.
Yeah.
35 mil as well, man. Mate, pay 40, just get him. Do you know what I mean? I mean, obviously it comes down to the player, what he wants and that as well. But I'd love to see us go for Mark Gay, man. That'd be awesome. That'd make me feel so
100%.
much better about our defence, having Mark Gay back in there like that.
1,000,000%. 1,000,000%. Courtney, it looks like Sterling, Ben Chilwell, Tyreek George, maybe Disasi in the next hour or so. So there's 4 to keep an eye on.
Maybe it's a case of Disasi goes to Palace and then we can be like, we'll have Mark Gay off, yeah. That'd be wicked.
I would love, and do you know what? It wouldn't be that hard for us to do it because it's literally they're just around the corner. Was it a few miles down the road?
Yeah, easy.
That being said, lads, don't be surprised to hear something come out of nowhere in regards to a signing, because it's been dead quiet on that front. From yesterday. In regards to the Fermin Lopez thing, it was dead quiet. We thought, things were happening behind the scenes. Up until now, we haven't really heard anything apart from journalists assuming that the whole deal is dead. I'm not trying to hype it. I'm not trying to say that deal is still happening. No, we'll take their word for it. But there might be something else in the pipeline. The last hour, and by the way, it isn't just the last hour, because sometimes deals are confirmed after deadline day. To the journalists, to us, the fans, because things are still in motion up until 7 p.m. And yet, you guys have to understand this: the full agreement has to have been concluded by 7 p.m. It needs to be filed by 8 p.m. at the latest. So the actual deadline for the filing of a transfer is 8 p.m. The actual deadline for concluding the transfer between the two clubs, everything being signed and everything being done, is 7 p.m. Medical, contracts, all of that have to be done by 7 p.m. And then they have an hour to submit them. 8 p.m. is a cutoff. So clubs might be right now rushing around and running like headless chickens to getting this done. They haven't got time to make statements to journalists. They haven't got time to pick up the phone and say, "This is what we're doing. This is what is happening." But after 7 p.m., we might hear a whole bunch of information coming out, and we might hear, like we did a couple of years back, Hakim Ziyech, here we go, and then 10 minutes later, we didn't check the email and we didn't get the things done. So you never know. You never know.
The thing that's giving me hope, man, is like, what would be the point in selling Jackson and making money off him if we're not going to go in for someone else? Do you know what I mean?
I think it's because of the whole disgruntlement situation. They're thinking, we've got Guy, this lad, he's not happy. And to be fair, if you're a reasonable individual, you would understand why he's not happy, and you wouldn't really blame him for being unhappy. We all want him to be a professional and say, look, I'll get on that plane and come back. But, emotions don't work like that. Reactions don't work like that. I mean, put yourself in his shoes. Would you react in a rational manner, a professional manner?
No, but it doesn't.
Some
really
do,
matter,
some
does it? Like,
no. I'm not addressing you, man. I'm not saying you. I'm saying you, as in the general public. So in regards to the deal for him being done in this way, may indicate a potential incoming, or it may be they've realized that they've messed this up big time, and the best way to resolve it is just to let him go. Because to be honest, the actual change isn't all that much. It's still an option to buy.
No, it's an obligation, isn't it?
No, it's an option to buy with certain terms. If they are fulfilled, it then becomes an obligation.
That will be probably 20 appearances or something, though. Do you know what I mean? It will be something that if he plays well, will be match.
If he doesn't perform to the standard they want, quite soon, then they would not trigger the obligation. So there is still concern there.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I am hoping, this the pessimist in me. I hope that isn't the case. But we have seen a lot of Bundesliga clubs behave in that manner. We have got something breaking. Let me have a quick look. It's Fabrizio Romano. What is he saying? What is Romano saying? Not relevant for us. That was quite a few of them. By the way, this is the agent that I was talking about for Jimenez.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so she's the one that's confirmed that he isn't moving. All right, so I don't know why it didn't give me notifications when these came up. Okay, we've got another one that I might have missed. No, okay. So we're up to date. Yo, Del, big up to you, my brother. Big up to you. I saw your comment. Earlier. Thank you so much. SMK, big up to you. The Chelsea versus Bayern game will be better than the Liverpool versus Newcastle game. Yeah, man. Yeah,
Ten
man.
Hag's just been sacked this morning, hasn't he? So it'll be interesting to see what they get.
He has. Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, that
tragic.
You know what? It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe
Mourinho for Bayer Leverkusen. That'd be interesting.
Can Jackson play in the Champions League, or is he? That loan thing only applies for Premier League, right?
You've got I think so. I think it only applies for Prem. We talked about that on one of my videos the other day.
Do you know what? I'm loving Kai, man. He's always taking that last half an hour off work and he's just like, you know what? I don't want my break. I'll work. I don't want my break, and I'll finish half an hour early.
Exactly, mate. Exactly. It's quiet at the moment. They're not going to notice.
They're going to notice. Like, do you know what? I'm just going to go to the loo, and I'll be back tomorrow. Big up, Kai. How you doing, mate? How you feeling about this deadline day window, man?
I said it in Matt's stream earlier. It's just dead, man, isn't it? For us, at least. Not for everyone else. Even teams like West Ham look like they're still doing signings. We're just just watching the window pass by, really. Apart from
desperate than us, aren't they?
apart from the outgoings, hopefully we'll see a few more of the ones we've sort of trying to shift on for the last few windows. will be gone, but incomings is looking bleak. It is definitely looking bleak, man.
I don't think this Sterling to Fulham thing is going to happen now. They've got Tyreek George.
No.
Do you know what? A lot of the fans have forgotten how many incomings we've had this window.
Yeah, loads.
Because we got a lot of business done early. We have had a lot of incomings this window. But the excitement is, it builds up. It builds up towards the end of the window. And you're thinking, we've only had who did Garnacho? We only signed Garnacho. No, we didn't. Half of the team is new players, man. We got Hato, we got Gittins, we got Delap, we got João Pedro, we got Esteval. Technically, a couple of seasons back, but he's joined us this season. Isugo, we've signed nearly half a dozen players.
Yeah,
half a dozen players. Yeah. We've sold like 24 players. So we've had a good window. We've had a good window.
I think we just peaked a bit early, didn't we? That was all. We peaked early, and we've.
The window was open earlier than usual as well, wasn't it? Because there was that 10-day window before the Club World Cup.
Then it shut.
Then
it shut.
For like 5 days.
I think the biggest problem that I think most fans have is not the fact that we're not making any signings right now to fill the the euphoria. It's the fact that there are still key positions that need fixing, and we've now got injuries in key positions that seem to not do anything about, which could be a problem going into the season. A centre back would have been lovely, a goalkeeper change would have been lovely. The attacking options with the injury to Delap is definitely an area of concern. I'm not too comfortable having only João Pedro and Mark Yu going into Champions League football and things like that. I rate Mark Yu, but not to have that pressure on him. We've said it, like starting against Bayern Munich, if João Pedro was to get injured, I wouldn't be comfortable with just those options. So the window has been pretty good, but we could have done a little bit more right at the end to fill those, those injury gaps and the problems that clearly need a bit of addressing. But you can't have it all, I guess, unless you're Liverpool, of course.
A few times, man. We've probably been, and that's the thing, do you know what I mean? But Waldo said it a few times. We've probably been held back a little bit by the UEFA stuff. And without the injuries, this is probably as much business as they were looking to do anyway. If we wouldn't have had the injury, we might already have been done. Do you know what I mean?
We probably wouldn't be so concerned, so to speak.
And you can't plan for injuries, can you? That's the thing. It's really difficult to, in terms of your budget. And, they would have said, we're going to go out and sign 6 or 7 players this season. And they have. Do you know what I mean? Which is a lot of players, man. Like, it's a huge amount of players. But it's difficult to, obviously, when the injuries come in as fans, we're like, oh, yeah, but now we need cover for this and now we need cover for that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, as far as looking at the figures and the project goes, they're like, we signed 6 players this season, man. Do you know what I mean? We've spent a lot of money.
The only side to that is the benefit of having injuries during a transfer window is that if you do need to get someone in to cover it, you have the opportunity now. So it's exactly the same as what happened in January last year, where we opted not to bring in cover, and then we lost 2 players in that position, and then we were wishing we got someone. In this situation, we've already had the injury.
Yeah.
Now we've got the option to choose. So I get it. On the centre-back side, we've got a lot of centre-backs.
Yeah.
It's more so people are upset with the quality that we have, and that we could go out and maybe bid for a Bastoni or something like that. It will cost a lot of money, but obviously they know the quality that he is. But in terms of what we have in that position, we're fine. I think we are still a little bit like in the striking department. When Delap comes back, we won't be, but I still haven't seen anything of how long he's going to be out for yet.
Yeah, it's a bit worrying, isn't it?
We're waiting for the scan. There's the scan taking place. So let's see how that pans out. People, like I said to you earlier, the algorithm is doing all of these content creators' live streams on the deadline day dirty. All right. So the only way we can beat the algorithm is if you guys smash that like button. We've been live for 34 minutes. We've had 31 likes. That's less than a like a minute. And there's been about 50 of you on the stream consistently. So please smash the like button if you haven't hit the like button already. I would very much appreciate it. If you're new, subscribe to the Blue Lounge. We are going to be here up until an hour past deadline day. We are waiting for the admin work to be completed as well. So we're putting another shift in for you. Yeah. So do us a favor and smash the like button. I'd very much appreciate it. Matt, we have to take our breaks early
Yeah, I was just about to
because
say I might take mine now, actually.
go take your break. When you come back, I'll take mine because the last hour is
Yeah.
going to be kicking off. So
Yeah, for
so,
sure.
we want to be here for the last hour. So
I-
go
I
ahead.
have a pre-break.
go ahead
I
and
have a
take it.
pre-break planned at 6:15.
Yeah.
I'm going to schedule that one in, boss. If that's all right. 6:15.
Get it on your time sheet, mate. Get it on your
You'll
time
be
sheet.
good. You'll be good because Matt would have been a comeback. I'd have gone and came back, and then you can go for 6:15. No problem.
Yes,
But guys, no, Matt, go.
Oh, yeah,
Don't wait for
sweet,
me. Yeah, you're good. You're good, Matt. You're good. But guys, I have a feeling we are gonna see at least 3 more outgoings being stated in the next hour. I think it will be Tyreek George, Raheem Sterling, and Ben Chilwell. Potentially Disassi as well. But
I think Disassi might be a bit more likely than Sterling because at least Disassi's got some news about him. Sterling was like Fulham were interested, but now with the George thing, I don't see how they
Yeah,
buy George and take
so
Sterling on loan.
I think he'll be. I have a feeling Chelsea will be like, look, buy George, Sterling, pay his contract, and we'll pay you a couple of million transfer fee just to take
Yeah.
it.
Well, they'll probably do something along the line like maybe subsidise 50% or 70%. You know what I mean? So Fulham pay a percentage and we
yeah.
pay a percentage of his wages. That could be a way to get him
Yeah.
out the door.
Yeah.
I don't like doing that because then we're still paying. We're not only we paying for the player, we're paying for a player that is not even part of the club at the moment. So I prefer when they pay it all, but I do get that Sterling's wages are ridiculously high.
It will still be a reduction on costs.
Yeah.
So that for me is what I'm looking at. Waldo says check Vince's. You follow? No, I don't follow Vince. No. Waldo, I don't follow him. I see him on my timeline every now and then, but I'm not following. Should I be following? Is there anything that I should be looking out for? Let me know, Waldo. Let me know. I follow tier ones directly, and I also follow PYS to get some of the other bits and bobs that I might have missed. But I am gonna have a quick look because I see the bell notification coming on. Florian Plettenberg, what is he saying? Wade Berman, not Chelsea related. Yeah, so Chelsea have done well in the transfer window. Lads, if we had signed Garnacho early doors only, and the other 6 lads in the last couple of weeks, everyone would be here clapping. What a fantastic window. Look at all of these players. We got Gittins, we got João Pedro, we got Delap. But we did we did the bulk of our work early. So I am really pleased with the window. Yes,
it's a weird one though, isn't it, Mo? When the beginning of the window started, everyone was saying like, "Let's get our business done early." Now it's at the end. We're like, "Cool, we could have left some to the end, couldn't we?"
You can't please everyone, man. That's the problem. You can't please everyone. Let me switch to the screen for now, and this is the latest tweet from Plettenberg. I am just double checking to see if there is anything else on the other screen. Waldo says, "Don't know Forest bought Chelsea." Yeah, we've got a couple of academy players sold today. A couple of them. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right, Waldo. But we haven't had any figures in regards to how much they went for, unless you've seen something that I've missed.
Apparently, Sky Sports have reported Celtic might be interested in Davo Datra Fofana, coming from Sky Sports.
Interesting.
I'm searching it up everywhere, but I can't seem to see it anywhere.
I haven't seen it. It might be Nizar Cancella. Is that what Walter's referring to? Nizar Cancella said that. Check Nizar Cancella, Kai.
Yeah.
Maybe. Something else just came through. Let me have a quick look. Ben Jacobs. All right, so David Einstein has just tweeted on Margui. Let me just share that one. It's Crystal Palace, but a former Chelsea lad. Medical ahead of proposal transfer from Crystal Palace to Liverpool, but move in jeopardy amid issues finding adequate replacement. Talks now between 25-year-old and manager Glasner to make final decision. Liverpool switch as Athletic. So this is the tweet Waldo was referring to. McNally has joined Nottingham Forest Academy from Chelsea on a 3-year contract. He will spend 2025-2026 on loan at League One side Wycombe Wanderers.
Oh, so he's moved from our academy to their academy. It's not
So,
been signed for their first team.
no.
Okay.
We have got another one. No, that's it. That's it for now. But yeah, news is going to be coming in thick and fast. It's going to be coming in thick and fast for the last hour. Something else has just broken. Do you think Sky Sports will be more accurate in the last hour? Should I get them on the timeline? I might just do that just for the last hour. I don't really use Sky Sports as a source of information when it comes to transfer window, but I might just put them on for the last hour.
You would hope so.
What we
Yeah, I
on,
mean,
fellas?
if they can't get it right in the last hour, then when they're going to get it right?
Yeah.
Nothing major, Matt. Just some
I saw
bits
this
and
one about
bobs.
Donnell McNeely earlier. I'd never even seen him before.
No, it's just an academy move, innit? One academy to another.
Yeah.
We seem to be doing quite a bit of that at the moment.
I think this is the third player in this window. Fourth player. Alexander Isak arrives for his medical.
Surely he's had that already.
Yeah, he was there this morning for his medical, but it's a long process
Yeah,
generally.
Yeah, but you know, Sky Sports they update their news
Yeah.
a little bit slowly.
Delayed.
Delayed. There's nothing really on Sky Sports that is. So 2 hours ago, Sky Sports tweeted this. A deal has now been agreed between Chelsea and Bayern Munich for Nico Jackson. We've known this since this morning,
Yeah, I know.
and they've tweeted 2 hours ago. So
Legacy media, mate.
do you know what? At 11 p.m. they'll be like, and the deadline and the transfer window has now just shut. No, it shut 4 hours ago, mate.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'll probably
You
do
know, I'm gonna avoid Sky Sports, man. I would just stick with Fabrizio Romano. Agenda merchant, but
yeah.
quicker.
He's the most on it. And for days like today, especially, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, got to do like a deadline day breakdown at the end, didn't you?
Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah.
All right, so it is 10-6. So I'm going to go for a quick international break. I'll be back in about 5 minutes.
Yes.
Matt, Kai, do me a favor. Keep your eyes on your Twitter feed.
Yeah,
Actually, hold on.
one.
Before I go, I just had something click on my
Something
feed.
for AC Milan.
It's from Florian Plettenberg. Is it AC Milan?
Yeah, full agreement with Wolfsburg on a permanent deal. David Odugu.
Jamie
Okay.
Vardy's going
Bogu.
to... Where's Jamie Vardy going?
He
Cremonese?
signed the other day, didn't he? I swear I saw a video of him and the fans just like swarming him.
Yeah, I've just seen like a picture of it. That's mad. I don't even know where that is. Is it Italy?
Not too sure. I think it is actually. I'm pretty sure he was linked to a Serie A side.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Just before I go, one quick shout out to Courtney, who is doing a madness trying to get the likes up. No more breaks. I will put you on suspension. You know what? Suspensions is exactly what I'm trying to get, mate. I'm trying to get away from doing any real work. You know what I mean? I want to get a suspension. No, seriously. 41 likes, 41 people in the chat. You can't ask for more. You can't ask for more. So big to everyone, and thank you all for doing that. Lads, I will be back in just a moment. So I'll leave you with the in the capable hands of Kai and Matt, and I'll see you guys in a couple of minutes.
Oh.
Have we seen any stipulations on Jackson's obligation yet?
Nah, not yet. I don't think it'll be much, man. I've got a feeling it'll be something like the one we had with Jadon Sancho, whereas like if we finish
Games.
14th, do you know what I mean? It'll probably be like if he plays 20 games or if they finish in a Champions League spot. You wouldn't have thought Chelsea wouldn't take the risk, would they? Bearing in mind that the situation we're in, and the reason you got to think like the reason that this whole thing changed in the first place was because of the Liam Delap injury, and that gave us more power. Do you know what I mean? So I know Bayern Munich would have been keen to structure it in a way that favours them, but I don't think Chelsea, because you remember with Atletico Madrid a few years ago, Antoine Griezmann was on a loan there, and they literally just kept bringing him on like in the last 20 minutes of every game or something. So they didn't. Do you know what I mean? That sort of thing has happened before, where Atletico Madrid didn't want to buy Griezmann, but they wanted him for the squad. So they played him literally like they took him off every single minute that they needed to make sure that they didn't go over the thing. I'd be surprised if Chelsea, having tried to bring Jackson back, would then go for a deal that was easy for Munich to kind of fiddle us on. Do you know
Just
what I mean?
thinking that might maybe sort of halt them from spending the money because they might worry that it's not going to go through next summer. Because if we spend it now and he doesn't go to Bayern, he ends up coming back, we don't get that 70 million.
If anything, that will tell us.
56.
That will tell us, won't it? Like if we do make the signing, that kind of tells you that whatever the stipulation
it is. Yeah, that's what I mean. The fact that we're not seeing anything, maybe that's playing in the mind. You just don't know. Obviously, there could also be a similar situation to Jadon Sancho where there could be a fee that they can pay to send him back.
That I'd be worried about. But if they do, then it will be, again, do you know what I mean? If we end up with like over 20 million for essentially a loan fee, that's still good business. Do you know what I mean?
Bargain,
Yeah. And at the end of the day, Nicholas Jackson's going to go out there and do well, man. And let's not pretend that Nicholas Jackson is not going to do well at Bayern Munich. Like, of course he is, man. Like look at how many players strikers all similar to Nicholas Jackson. Timo Werner's in the same mold as Nicholas Jackson.
Yeah.
You know, a striker that is good at drifting to the left and stuff. And he was banging him away in Germany, man. So, mate, Nicholas Jackson with Prem experience and a good return over the last couple of years is probably going to light it up over there, man.
No, I think it's a good move for him, to be fair.
And he said, didn't he? There was something that come out being like he wants to be the heir to Harry Kane, so he's going to go out there and he's going to push it, man, 100%. You know what I mean, he's going to give it his all. I heard it was game time earlier. Costa, is that
that's the goalkeeper? Yeah, that's a good deal if they get him for 25 million euros. We were linked to him last season, or might have been the season before.
Who's going in for him?
Galatasaray, because they were trying. Didn't they just get Edison, or am I getting that mixed up?
Yeah, no, they did. No, they. I think we got that.
Maybe it's not Galatasaray then.
Is it Besiktas? Maybe.
Oh, no, it is Galatasaray.
Oh, it is.
Oh, buying two.
Maybe. Well, I'm not sure if I saw a "Here we go" for.
No, I haven't seen. That's why I'm thinking maybe that one fell through. But then City have just agreed a deal for Donnarumma, haven't they?
Yeah, but maybe Trafford goes out on loan last minute.
Potentially,
because that has been talked about. They came out and said it's not going to happen, but there was already rumours, weren't there? Because he's not exactly been.
Yeah.
Do you know what's really interesting about this? And this is something that sort of brings me back to the City thing. Do you remember when they bought Claudio Bravo?
Yeah.
And benched Joe Hart, and they were absolutely awful. And then they changed their keeper to Edison, and all of a sudden they started smashing it again. It could be similar thing with Trafford, man. Do you know what I mean? Trafford might be just struggling to play that way. And then as soon as they bring in a Donnarumma, all of a sudden they might just start winning again. Because it shows you how much difference that Claudio Bravo situation shows you just how much difference the right goalkeeper can make in a formation and system like Pep's. But yeah, Gundogan to Galatasaray.
Oh no, is it Fenerbahce that Edison's going to?
Oh, okay. Have they got a new manager yet?
I don't know.
Fulham have agreed the deal for Kevin.
Yeah, that's from
Shakhtar.
Shakhtar. Yeah.
So that's almost definitely means that Raheem Sterling won't go there.
Yeah, because that's 2 now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, potentially. Just George hasn't been agreed yet.
Yeah. It feels like that one's probably going to go through though, doesn't it? Well, you say that. I say that, sorry. Obviously, we've had a lot of that this window, haven't we?
Yeah.
But there's a here we go for Kevin, so that has gone through. That's a bit worrying. If Tariq George we've been seeing about Tariq. Oh, no, to be fair, they've been negotiating.
That came
for
after,
Kevin.
though, didn't it?
Yeah.
Came after the Kevin thing.
Yeah. It's been going for a while. Well, the here we go for Kevin's just come through now, but the talks have been going on for a bit longer, haven't they? Here we go again. Here we go. Yeah, no, here we go for Tariq George, yeah.
It might be a sort of the last one that happens. They probably were going to get the Kevin one done first, then the George one after.
Yeah, that makes sense. Do they have, like... Is it possible to do, like, multiple medicals at the same time, or do they, like, dedicate the whole team to one medical at a time?
No, you can.
They can do multiple at the same time. Yeah, because it's not to say... Because the player doesn't have to actually come to them to do the medical. Obviously, in England, it's easier. They can just go there. But if they know that they've got another player in the club, especially being that it's Fulham, and it's just down the road... you know...
We could do Tariq George at ours, couldn't we? Or they could
we can do it at Cobham and send him over. They can send someone over to do it. And they've got like 6 categories that they've got to go through for a medical, so they kind of don't want to leave it down to the last minute, because if any one of those category pulls up, oh, never mind, I just got the here we go for Tariq George.
Oh, voila. There he is.
Literally, as I opened Instagram, it's on there. So here we go, Fulham agree, 22 million deal for Tariq George, permanent move. Also includes a heavy sell-on clause.
That's 30% minimum, innit? If it's heavy.
Yeah. It says medical ready now, so either he's in it now or he's just done it.
That's just reminded me. I was on my stream earlier. Did you see the Anthony deal to Real Betis?
50%.
50%.
But then you got to think about it, right? So they bought him for 85.
Yeah.
They sold him for 25.
Yeah.
So they've made a heavy loss.
Well, it's 22 million euros. Oh no, 26 million euros, I think it was. So it's like literally.
So it's even less than 25.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
They're taking a heavy loss in this. So they're going to need to make their money up somewhere. And
Betis ain't going to sell him, are they? Probably.
But that's probably what they're thinking.
Yeah,
How old is Anthony?
He's like 24, 25.
Oh, so it's not. So there might be another move in there for him. But I think he'll be happy in Spain to sort of finish his career, to be honest, at Betis.
Decent team as well, man. Good team.
Yeah.
It's a good game in the Conference League final, wasn't it?
Yeah. So, yeah, Man United might have put that in there. They probably never see a penny of it, though.
Yeah.
Because he just stay there.
Chelsea trendsetting, though, man. It's going to be all the rage in the next window, isn't it? These massive
clauses. What happens if the guy moves for free?
Half of nothing's nothing, mate.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You can't get 50% of zero, can you? It's still zero. You could just do that and run down his contract just to stick it to United.
I think it was probably just more about getting him out of the club.
We are now officially in the last hour of the transfer window.
Oh, mate.
TikTok.
I feel like we would have had at least just something, just a little trick or something to perk us up a little bit. But don't look like
give us an outgoing, just
something. George has just come through, but
yeah.
So who have we still got? So we've still got Sterling, Chilwell, Disasi, Datro Fofana, potentially the Celtic thing.
Potentially.
Maybe, yeah. About that. Is that it?
Yeah, I mean, for big money.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've just answered Varna's question there. You can delay, but there will be a time limit for when paperwork has to be put in. I don't know if that's 7 o'clock or if it's 8.
No.
Sometimes it's a little bit later.
You can't delay the agreement.
No, but as in the paperwork.
You can delay the paperwork. The paperwork has to be in by 8 p.m. UK time. Guys, that being said, the Spanish transfer window doesn't actually close until 11 p.m. tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, so outgoings to Spain could still happen.
Turkey
having-
as well, and it's open for a few
And you
days.
can also, there are some occasions, and clubs have done it, where you can ask for an extension, and sometimes you get it. It's not like you'll get a day extension. You might get maybe another hour or two at max,
Possibly.
but you have to put that
So-
in quite early on.
Could
Exactly,
that
that's what I was
include,
gonna say,
medicals and stuff? So does the medical have to be done before 7?
Mm,
No, so
Well-
medical can be pending.
yeah.
So you can have an agreement in place pending medical. So
Okay.
everything is signed, pending medical is successful, then the deal goes through. That can also work.
The only reason the clubs don't like doing that is if anything shows up on the medical,
Yeah.
that is a worrying sign, i.e., a long-term injury, or then you've basically just wasted your money because you bought a player that is potentially going to be injured. So that's why they try to get the medicals done.
So
Before.
what's going on with Enciso in that regard then? Because he supposedly that deal went off and then came back on again, didn't it? And it was after that initial medical, was it not?
Maybe they got a second opinion on it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was because did he have surgery on it before? I know there was something that he had done to his knee before that came up in the screening. But yeah, maybe they had a second opinion. He obviously had to get another medical down the line, and it would have probably just been on that specific area. But yeah, he's done now, isn't he? Got a here we go on that one already. Yeah.
He's at Strasbourg now, yeah. I've just seen that Kevin news and I'm just trying to look it up, hoping it's not true. Data protection.
So the Lookman deal to join Bayern Munich is now officially off.
Oh, I didn't realise they were in for him.
They were in for him.
Tottenham
because
were
of
as
the
well,
whole-
weren't they?
Yeah. So it's officially off now. Fabrizio Romano just tweeted. Do you know what? Twitter is getting heavy now because of the amount of people checking. It's taking a minute for me to be able to upload.
He's just confirmed the Colomwani deal that he's just signed his contract.
Yeah. Because it was a here we go like a couple of hours ago for Colomwani.
Yeah.
Yeah, not much. Man United to relegation. Here we wait.
Do you know what, Elijah? I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised.
That would be mental, wouldn't it? I remember being shocked when Everton were hanging around on that line, man. Do you know what I mean? That seemed like that would have been pretty crazy. But for someone like Man United to get relegated,
Be a generational meltdown. That's what that would be.
yeah, it'd be international as well, man. And Man United got
Yeah.
one of the biggest international followings out of any club. Madness.
Yeah.
Kai, do you want to go for your break or you good?
Got 10 minutes. I just got to do something with the little bubba at quarter past.
Okay, cool.
The tension is palpable, man. And like you say, it's hard as well, isn't it? Because Twitter's like kicking off at the moment. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like the news is probably coming in a little bit slower because of the server
Yeah.
overload.
Yeah. I mean, I'm getting notifications on my phone, and then by the time it loads on the screen, it's like a good minute.
All I want to do is like refresh it and see Chelsea are in 4. And then
I want it to be Mark Gurhey, man. I'd be absolutely buzzing. I'd be so buzzing if we went in for Gurhey. What a player. See what PYS is saying. I just like his opinions, even if the news.
Yes, it's about Enzo Maresca.
talking about backing him.
Yeah, fair play, man.
Oh, Chukwueze from That's come out of nowhere, hasn't it?
No,
Well-
that was a little while ago, Chikwueze,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. It's just Fabrizio just posted it now, 28 seconds ago. He's
Oh,
now at Fulham doing a training ground, and the medical's already done. Oh, must have missed that one.
I remember seeing. I didn't know it was Fulham actually.
Yeah, loan option. God, so they're getting him, Kevin, and Tyreek George.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, fair enough,
That's
man.
not bad, to be fair.
Their attacks looked a little bit leggy in it, to be fair.
Yeah.
Mate, I like the look of that Josh King though. We should go in for him.
18 as well. I'm not surprised
Yeah.
he's not on the list, to be fair.
Good youngster, yeah, 100%. Yeah, you're spot on, mate. You're spot on.
They have talked about
how
actually
many-
doing that, haven't they? They have talked about.
How many got sacked in the past week? About 3?
Ollie, Jose,
Ten Hag.
Ten Hag.
Yeah.
Today, wasn't it? Or yesterday? Today.
Today, this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jesus.
this morning. Ollie was the other day, and Jose Mourinho was a couple of days ago.
Potter soon to join that list.
Well, I would have thought
Beat
if they
thingy,
lost
didn't
that
he?
last game, I would have said almost definitely because there's a lot of managers on the market now, isn't it, with Prem experience.
I think Potter and what's his
I wouldn't
name?
be- I wouldn't be surprised to see Daniel Farker, to be honest.
Yeah.
Is that the Rangers guy?
Nah, the Leeds.
No, Leeds. Is it Leeds?
Leeds.
Yeah, Leeds. Yeah.
Leeds. Yeah, he's had Norwich
think-
in the Premier League twice and got
Yeah.
relegated both times. Championship manager.
Was he at Southampton as well?
Mm,
No.
nah.
I'm getting confused. I think that's the guy that's at Rangers.
He's Daniel Farker's the German guy with the really high pitched voice.
Boniface has signed for Werder Bremen.
He failed a medical somewhere as well, didn't he?
AC Milan.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
as
Nuno.
well. Nuno, man, that'd be savage, man. After how well he did last season, that'd be nuts.
It's him though. I think he's especially the
it's-
start of the season. He's come out with a few comments towards the owners. Obviously, what the owner did is not right. So I think the relationship between them is quite tense at the moment. So yeah,
He'll get a good job though, Nuno, man. After what he did, do you know what I mean?
overachieved.
Yeah, for sure.
100% overachieved.
Went to Spurs too soon. He was doing a good job at Wolves when he was there as well.
Yeah.
I hope Jose comes back to the Prem, man, just for the cinema.
Well, it could be loads of clubs open
Yeah.
at this point.
I mean, yeah, Palace are happy with Glasner. Bournemouth are happy because they got Iraola and he's really good. Brentford, maybe, because their manager, people are a bit worried about Brentford manager, aren't
Yeah,
they?
and they've just lost Visser as well. So
Yeah. West Ham, obviously Graham Potter's flight risk. Leeds, Daniel Farker, potentially. Sunderland seem pretty happy with who they've got. Villa are good with Emery. Brighton, who Hertzler at Brighton, isn't it?
yeah, not heard too much on it. I mean, I suppose he didn't have the best end to the season compared to previous seasons for Brighton, but because they were doing quite well at the beginning, weren't they?
Yeah.
I think Brighton, and they just sort of tailed off towards the end. But I think he's safe. I don't see any talk on him.
Mate, Jose
But-
at Forest, man, that'd be explosive, mate.
They've got the
Not him.
right defensive unit
Yeah.
to
yeah,
play
yeah,
his
yeah.
football.
But the owner, man.
Yeah, I know.
oh,
Yeah,
no
fisticuffs
way.
every
Yeah,
meeting.
Yeah. Literally, Mourinho will not hold back in press conferences either. Do you know what I
No.
mean? He will absolutely not hold back. He gets sacked in a month at Forest, I reckon.
Yeah,
I think West Ham makes the most sense for Mourinho, man. I think he's really loyal fan base, which will, he loves that.
yeah,
He's obviously got all the experience. I think they haven't got terrible players. It's just Graham Potter's rubbish,
yeah,
isn't it?
yeah.
Like if Kudus probably wouldn't have left if they had had anyone else but Potter. Do you know what I mean?
That's the thing. If they got someone in like Jose Mourinho before all these players left,
Yeah.
they would have all stayed, and they probably would have got a few more.
Paqueta looks like he's
Decent
staying now,
players,
doesn't
yeah.
he?
Yeah, yeah. There's been nothing new on him. I think that deal went through.
Yeah,
He's not going to move.
Villa have gone out and bought loads of people as well, haven't they? Sancho and Harvey Elliott.
Yeah.
Did Leon Bailey go?
From Villa?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think so. If he did, it went really under the radar.
I think just to respond to Waldo there, he went to Spurs, man.
Oh, he
Do you know
did.
what I mean?
He's at Roma.
Yeah. I was going to say, I thought I saw something about Leon Bailey.
But is it loan?
But if
He's on loan. Yeah.
If Tottenham fans can forgive Jose Mourinho for being a Chelsea legend, I'm sure West Ham fans probably wouldn't mind.
Yeah. They will, because they don't want to put up with Potter.
Yeah.
Like.
Do you know what I was going to say? If we get a here we go for an incoming player, I would do a giveaway. But every time I've said that, we've not had anything positive happen from it. So I thought, do you know what? I'm not going to say it this time.
Don't jinx it.
Don't jinx it. But do you guys think there is something potentially coming in? We've not heard nothing in the past couple of hours.
I think, if anything, how quiet it's been is maybe some sort of indication in itself. Do you know what I mean? Because what we've heard all day is the secret negotiation, haven't we?
Yeah.
And
I thought that was to do with Jackson, though. The secret negotiation secretly happening in secret.
Yeah,
I think it's about incoming.
It's about incoming. Because it can't be. There was never any secret negotiation about Jackson. We have been informed every single step of the way, for every hour upon hour. There's been a tweet or something about Jackson every hour for the last 2 days. Do you know what I mean? Moani's going Tottenham, isn't he?
Yeah, he's signed his contract.
Yeah, here we go. It's done.
That will be the hijack of all hijacks.
How does Spurs finish 17th and spend 300 mil?
That's what makes it so ludicrous. Like, how are they going out and spending that, but we have a problem with UEFA?
Yeah.
When we've brought in all this money.
Yeah.
I still don't understand.
It's like Man United as well. Man United spent like 300 mil, didn't they?
Yeah, and they've brought in what? Under 100 million, maybe, because Højlund went for. Is he gone on a permanent?
30, 40, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Anthony 22.
Yeah,
and that's about it.
Garnacho.
And then obviously the Garnacho. So they've spent a lot more. So what's it? 60 Cunha. Pretty much the same from Bremo, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a little bit more from Bremo, I think. I think it was 65, 70 with add-ons.
Yeah. Then you got what's it?
80,
Tesco.
80 for Sesko. Have they
So
brought in anyone else? Oh, they're bringing in that goalkeeper as well, aren't they?
yeah, I don't know
Is
how
that gonna
much.
be like
I didn't see
20,
the price on
30
him.
mil probably.
Chelsea are in for a centre back, Aaron. Yeah, so that Aaron Romero, he does post a few hits every now and again. Maybe
that would be from the Spanish league.
Can we get any more information on what's going on with Gerhi? Because I've seen people in the chat saying it's on hold and stuff, but I haven't seen anything. I don't know where that was reported from, because we had the here we go. So maybe Romano's on the blower trying to make him get it through to keep his credibility.
So last thing that we heard about Gerhi is, let me see, where is it? It's this one from Fabrizio Romano 21 minutes ago. That was the last thing we heard.
They went Palace to green light. So is it Palace not green lighting because they can't find a replacement? Is that the issue?
Yeah.
Or they're not happy with the replacement options that are available, I guess.
So there's not even really an option for us to swoop in then, is there? Because it's not about any issue from the Liverpool side. It's about Palace not being able to.
If they would be happy with Disasi, then there's a chance you could try and swoop in. But if they don't want Disasi, then we've got no real leg to stand on, because they still need a replacement centre back if they're going to let him go.
I mean, it looks like no one's happy with Disasi, man. He's been linked to loads of clubs and it just keeps falling through, doesn't it?
He's an amazing defender. I don't know what these guys are doing. Just come get him. They'll do ideal.
Do you know what? To be honest, he's not a bad defender. It's just when you try to play him on the right hand side, he kind of sucks as a right back. But
he's not suited for a possession-based football team.
No,
he's not that type of defender.
But as a brick wall to have in the back line, he's immense. He's immense.
I think he's got the touch of the Sanchez's about him as well. Like every now and again, he just forgets that he's in the middle of a football game.
Yeah,
Bozo.
His awareness is lacking sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, and that if anything, that's the most important thing before technique and physicality or anything. It's like, can you focus for 90 minutes?
Yeah.
What was it? Aaron Ramsdale, wasn't it? Aaron Ramsdale came out and suicide, man. Literally, like, why did he say that? When he was like, oh, yeah, sometimes I just really struggle to concentrate when I'm on the pitch. I'm like, mate.
Self-sabotage, that is.
Yeah.
What Matt Law's saying, let's have a look.
Oh. Yeah, don't read it. It's nothing nice.
Oh, no. Is it
Oh,
that?
okay, I'll read it, but I might not post it.
Is Sterling our new backup number 9?
Just on Sterling, innit?
Yeah. I'll post it. Let people make it.
Let the people see. Yeah, nothing new.
Yeah, I'm interested. Yeah. Oh, man.
He's going to be with us this season, isn't
Do
he?
you
There's
think
no one.
I was thinking about it earlier. Do you know it costs like nearly 30 mil to terminate his contract?
Yeah.
That's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's like, it'd literally just be cheaper for us to keep him. Either that or we loan him out and pay all of his wages just to get him out of the squad. But there's no financial benefit to that at all.
Do you know the control, was it Control and C? The copy.
Yeah.
Those buttons on PYS's keyboard must be rinsed, man.
Where you can't even see the letters anymore.
Because let me show you. Where is it? So we just looked at the Matt Law tweet, and then boom, look at this. There you go.
Right. Fair play to him, man. He's on it. Either that or he's got like a bot or an algorithm or something. Do you know what I mean? That he's programmed to look at it for him.
I mean, it's literally boom. Control and C. Boom.
I've got a macroed onto my mouse, man. I barely even use my keyboard anymore. I've got 12 buttons there, so I just macroed loads of little shortcuts onto it, so I don't even need to touch my keyboard. Makes my editing quicker.
Fabrizio Mono just tweeted. Okay, it's about the. That's Argies, though, isn't it? Yeah, on the way to Strasbourg. Yeah, I'll share that.
I can see so.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, okay.
Yeah, on the way to Strasbourg.
When's the French window close? Is that the same time as us?
Yes. Us, Germans, French, Portuguese, and Italians. I think it's just the Spanish that are Spanish and the Turks up to 11.
Okay.
I think I could be wrong. I think
Saudi Arabia is open for an extra few days as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mate, this SMK, that is so weird seeing someone else talking about one of their players that they're loaning to. That's madness. That's just like the
don't know how I feel about it, to be honest.
No. Well, we see his future with us, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's what we say, mate.
Yeah. It's like Brighton, mate. I mean, the thing is, it's probably a bit of copium from Brighton, isn't it? Just to make it look like they're in control of the situation.
I swear, they must have.
Oh, but they are in control of the situation because you know, he's literally going back to them at the end of the season. There's no obligation. There's no nothing.
We just get first dibs. Apparently, like if any offer comes in, we can.
If they want to sell. If they want to sell,
yeah. But I swear they got like alarm bells in there. When we make a call, it just like goes, "So Chelsea's here," and they gather around and get the champagne out. We know we're getting a deal here, lads.
Yeah. Where shall we go on holiday this week? This summer.
Chelsea just pay for our vacation.
You got to give it to Brighton though, man. Like from the off, as soon as Blue Coat took over, they looked at all of the clubs in the Premier League and saw who was being run the best, and it is Brighton, really, man. Regardless of them not always competing for high honours and stuff. They're English Dortmund, man. Do you know what I mean? Brighton have just become English Dortmund. You know,
Yeah.
even it's not just us. Like Man United were looking at paying 100 mil for Baleba. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like they just keep doing it.
It's been something
Let,
more on for
let's,
Fana.
let's address this comment because I've seen a few comments like this one. So, I mean, me personally, I'm happy. I'm content. Yes, we have injuries. Apart from Colwell, the biggest one is Delap, and he could be back by Christmas. We've got a couple of international breaks between now and then. We've kind of, resolved the issue with Gui potentially. Not really looking for any drastic changes right now. But that's me. Matt, Kai, what's your take on this?
Bar the injuries, I think if we hadn't had the injuries, you'd be looking at our squad now, and the only big question would be the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
So I think it's been a great window, man. I think it's been a great window. I think the shadow has only been over the last couple of days with the injuries and the Xavi Simons stuff, and do you know what I mean, stuff that we didn't necessarily need, but we were just so sure it was going to happen. Do you know what I mean? But I think if you just look at the window in isolation, it's been great.
Kai?
Yeah, same. I think the injuries has tainted what did start as a pretty good window, and the squad is definitely better this season than it was last season. But as we say, there are areas that, because of the injuries, could have been addressed as we had enough time to do that. I think one of the areas, bar the goalkeeper and the defence, look, we know there definitely could have been a defender, but if Levi Colwill here, probably wouldn't have been talking about the defence. Goalkeeper will be an issue until Sanchez goes. It's always going to be an issue. I'm still slightly concerned about the 10, because though Esteval can play in that role, again, it's asking an 18-year-old, and Cole Palmer's now been out for a little bit of time. Hopefully he's not going to be much longer, which probably be back by the end of the international break, but it's still just Cole Palmer.
It's Enzo Fernandez really as well, though, isn't it? To be honest.
Yeah, and
But he didn't play 10 at all last season, really.
He loads of times.
He did. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, loads of times last season.
He did.
It's not ideal.
He
He
wasn't great. Yeah. He wasn't great, but he can do that role.
We saw that three-man midfield a fair few times last season, man, and I think that's probably how they're looking at it. Do you know what I mean? Is like we've got loads of midfielders, man. Caicedo, Enzo, Santos, Esugo, and
Chukwuemeka could have done that if he didn't go.
Yeah, I suppose the question is yes, we have an abundance of especially in that central defensive midfielder, but it's that whole saying, you would rather have quality over quantity. And yes, we're stacking loads of quantity, but it's the quality. Now, Buonanotte could be an absolute bargain on loan. He could absolutely tear it up, because they're talking about him playing right and potentially, playing backup for Cole Palmer. He could do the job, and then we're not talking, because we're expecting if Cole Palmer is fit, he's playing every game. That's what we're probably going to expect as fans. Probably what he's going to expect as a player. But coming off the back of an incredibly long season, backup is going to be important. One of the things we were crying out most for, please bring in a left back for Cucurella, because he can't go for a whole season like that. I don't want Cole Palmer to have to go through a whole season, because we lose a right winger, then that Buonanotte is going to be used predominantly as a right winger. Then we take away a 10. We can't drop João Pedro in the 10 now, because we'd be left with only Mark Gue. So we want the quality up front. Mark Gue will be a great backup. The moment if we lose one more player in that attacking line, then somebody's going to lose a backup. So quantity is great. We could have maybe done with a bit of quality, but I'm happy with the team. I think we are still going to do well. The only thing I'm hoping for, just no more injuries. Let's go now. The window's over. Let's just have a nice stream sale, at least till Christmas, with nothing, and then I think we'll be fine. But one more in either the defence or the attack could maybe hinder us a little bit in terms of the output that we want to see as a squad. Of course, as fans, especially of what we've gone through over the last few years, where we've got high expectations and what we want to see and where we want us to get back to. And I think a lot of people, some are being on the other side where they're still a bit cautious. Maybe we're not going to do as well as some of us think. Others are going, no, we're definitely going to challenge. We're definitely going to win, the Premier League this season. So that's the only thing the players are going to have to deal with. But I think we've still got a very, very good squad, regardless if we make no more signings.
I think there's something to think about that we're not even really thinking about as well, to be honest. And the proof was in the pudding last season. We are looking at people's positions and where they're back up and where we expect them to play and stuff. But at the end of the day, last season, when we lost Mikhailo Mudryk because of the ban, and when Jadon Sancho was flattering to deceive, Madueke and Neto are getting played out there. And Keenan Dewsbury Hall's getting played on the right wing and stuff as well. Do you know what I mean? It's like, in terms of, I know in an ideal world, what you want to see is your right wingers playing right wing, your left wingers playing left wing and whatever. Do you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, Garnacho can play on the right, Jamie Gittins can play on the right, Esteval can play in the middle, Buonanotte can play in the middle, Enzo Fernandez can play in the middle. We've got depth and backup for those. I think that's the actual what we're not talking about, right? In terms of depth, what we're worrying about is on paper, it doesn't look like we've got enough players for each position. As if I don't mean this in a derogatory way, but as if we were looking at like the squad lineup on FIFA and seeing the position names they've got next to them. But the reality is, in terms of the project building, you're probably going to see players playing positions that you don't want to next year. You're probably going to see, do you know what I mean, maybe Pedro Neto a bit more out on the left. Maybe you see Garnacho get on the right sometimes because that is the best option in considering all the games and stuff we've got. And it wasn't ideal last season, but we finished fourth and won 2 trophies, man. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day. So even with an in-ideal, and I would say our situation this season is still better than it was last season. Do you know what I mean? Is like we had basically 2 left wingers, but also at the same time, no left wingers. And we still managed to do really well. And that is credit to Maresca that he was able to move the squad around and stuff. And I'm 100% with you. It looks like we're so light. Excuse me. It looks like on paper we're so light in centre attack from the quality aspect that we'd like to see. But the truth of the fact is Enzo probably will play there. There will be 3-man midfields. And the truth is Buonanotte will play there and Esteval will play there. And they're both really young, so that's not too pressure on either one to always play that position. They can swap around. Do you know what I mean? So sometimes, at the start of last season, we were probably having the exact same conversation. Obviously, me and you have only just started this, do you know what I mean, doing this sort of thing. But we were probably being like, I feel like we're still a bit, light here and still a bit light there. We've still only got Nico Jackson up front and stuff. Do you know what I mean? And if anything, what I'm looking at now is like we haven't got players like Christopher Nkunku, where you look at him and you go, "Where's he going to play?" For me, that's been one of our biggest problems for the last few years. It was the same with Timo Werner. It was the same with Kai Havertz. It was the same with Christopher Nkunku. We buy these players that look like they can do jobs in certain positions, but we never find the position for them. What I would say, compared to how that's been, looking at all the players on our books now, you know where everyone's going to play. There's no question marks. Do you know what I mean? You know what everyone's first position is and what their backup positions are going to be. So it's not, again, it's not, like I say, it's not ideal. And definitely, I think, it is hard, it's easy to look at the centre attacking situation and be like, yeah, we're really light. And it's like, are we though? Because we've actually got 4 players that can play there. Do you know what I mean? So
that's the thing. It's I said the squad depth, the versatility is amazing across. We've got the best squad depth, versatility depth in the whole league. That I have no problem with. It's the quality. That's the thing that could be addressed. I still, if we had got just a goalkeeper, we would have been fine. I think across the board we would have been okay, even with the defensive injuries.
Don't you guys trust Sanchez? I mean, to be honest, I think in
not
regards
consistently. That's the thing.
His goalkeeping. Sorry, my throat is a bit dry. Goalkeeping attributes, fantastic. Ball playing attributes, very suspect. If he is instructed to just kick the ball out, don't try to pass it to a defender or just kick it down the pitch. You're not going to be asked to be playing the ball from the back as a goalkeeper, because Sanchez, whenever he has the ball at his feet, I shit bricks. Honestly, it's not an easy sight. It's not something easy to watch. But as a goalkeeper, he has pulled out some immense saves. Do you guys remember
that? he has
It's the
that
errors, man.
the focus, the concentration, that one slip that
Evers
always
with his
leads to a
feet.
goal.
Evers with his feet. I had
No. 5 errors leading to goals, man. 5 errors leading to goals last
Yeah.
season was a
He
season
led,
high
didn't he?
for any goalkeeper, and 3 of those errors to goals
Yeah.
cost us points. Without those errors to goals, we'd have finished
What-
in the Champions League with 2 or 3 games to go.
how were those errors created? I mean, can you describe the errors?
One of them, he put it in the back of the net himself. There was the one against Man City that basically allowed them. It was really even, and then Sanchez, I think, tried to pass it out to a centre back, and it was a bad pass, and it got intercepted, and they scored, and that completely changed the momentum of the game. There was 2 in one of them was the Brighton game in the FA Cup. Do you know what
Sorry,
I mean?
lads, I've got I'll be
Yeah,
back.
no
in
worries.
Go. Yeah, go.
So yeah, it's just like the issue is, so I trust Sanchez to get us into the Champions League next year, but I don't trust him to look. For instance, if we reduce that amount of errors from goals from 5 to 3 or 2 this season, then we can be on for a Champions League run and we can get a domestic cup out of it.
Yeah, I mean,
But-
that's exactly what I'm saying. I mean, he does have errors, but the errors are more to do with his distribution than to do with
Confidence,
than to do with his shot stopping, positioning.
Yeah, it's almost always distribution.
So his distribution is an issue, and I think if he is just given clear instructions, look, easy pass, and pass the ball quickly. Don't try to to overthink it, because when he overthinks it, that's when he starts causing us issues.
I think, if anything, it's kind of the opposite from what you're describing. I think Sanchez's issues were coming from the instruction. Do you know what I mean? So, for instance, do you remember there was that yeah, go on.
The point I'm trying to make is this: he can't distribute.
Yeah.
Maresca likes him to distribute.
Mm.
Okay, Maresca likes him to play to play those passing type. He likes him to pass the ball while they just kick it out.
Yeah.
I'm saying keep it simple. We need to instruct him to keep it simple. Instruct him not.
Have you not noticed that did stop though? Because there was, I think it might have been our last game against West Ham. I'm not sure, but there was the last time he made an error that led to a goal. He was struggling between deciding whether to kick the ball on the ground, which is what he'd been instructed to do, or naturally what he felt like he was going to do, which was to pass it long. He ended up passing it long, but because he had the internal dilemma about it, that's they counterattacked and scored against us straight away.
Yeah.
So since then, because I remember Maresca literally came out and he was like, if I tell a keeper to pass it along the ground and he passes it long, he's out of the team, and that's exactly what happened. But since that game, Sanchez has started passing it long a lot more, and the distribute. So already, I think Maresca has identified, I can't get Sanchez to play this way. And since then, do you know what I mean? That was the last really big mistake that I remember. And since then, he has been passing it out long a lot more. So I think you're right, man. 100%. His distribution is not up to scratch at all. And I think Maresca is starting to, and maybe that's one of the things. That's why this issue, the centre back issue, is such a thing now, because all of a sudden Levi Colwill becomes that guy that does that distribution instead. Do you know what I mean?
If you had the option, if it was your decision, who would you have had as our number one, Sanchez or Petrovic?
Petrovic.
Yeah. So
Confidence.
this ability, confidence, distribution, and this is what I don't understand. We all see that. Why can't they see it?
So, in terms of the distribution thing, Petrovic wasn't actually so good at distribution either. So when Petrovic
better
got
than
in,
Sanchez.
not much, and he got better at Strasbourg. But I think the thing is like, A, obviously there was a bit of money to be made there, and B, he's probably in and around the same level as Sanchez, where his ceiling for his distribution ability was quite low. And long term, we want a goalkeeper who has that distribution option, and I think it's Mike Penders, man. So I would have had
Penders' distribution is crazy.
Amazing. Yeah, brilliant.
Crazy,
He's so good. Petrovic, for me, is a much more confident goalkeeper and created a lot less errors, right? And that, for me, is definitely the reason that I would rather, like, whenever we had
also a higher ceiling for improvement.
Yeah, for sure. But I think it probably came down to financials, man, because we would make profit on Petrovic, and also Petrovic wanted to play. Do you know what I mean? This was the thing. Petrovic came to Chelsea after a Strasbourg loan and says, "I want to be the number one," and we were like, "No, you'll compete with Sanchez," and he's like, "Then sell me." And I think we've approached that in the same way that City do whenever they get a player that says "sell me." Do you know what I mean? Is okay, cool. If you don't want to be here, we'll make some money off you. Sanchez, we could not have made any money back from Sanchez. No one was gonna get us money for Sanchez. Do you know what I mean? And I think, like I say, it's just so difficult to get that long-term goalkeeping solution now. Whereas we might be, we've all seen it, man. Pender's distribution is unreal. He's so young. This season, I think if he has a good season at Strasbourg, he gets in the team. If he doesn't, I think next season we go out for a goalkeeper.
Yeah, I think the goalkeeper situation will definitely be addressed in the next transfer window, not the next summer transfer window.
Yeah.
Lads, we have got 25 minutes left of this window.
Slowing down, isn't it?
Oh my god! I mean, this window has been the longest window in a while. We have been posting streams every day for the past week. We have done some marathon streams. We did a 4-hour stream, and then we did on a 6-hour stream, and then we've done a whole bunch of 2-hour streams. And today we are about to do another 3-hour stream because we are hoping to get something happen in the next half an hour, potentially the next hour and a half to be confirmed. We have just got something break. I want to see if it is a Chelsea or another club. It's Ben Jacobs, Rasmus Højlund.
Ooh, how much?
Yeah. Rasmus Højlund has joined Napoli from Manchester United on a loan. Let me share on the screen.
Oh, on a loan. So they're getting nothing for him.
I think it's got obligation, isn't it?
Okay.
With a conditional 44 million euro obligation triggered by Champions League qualification.
They'll get that.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they'll get that. Yeah.
44 million euros. What's that, like 37 million pounds?
Yeah, man.
So yeah, nothing on the books for them.
It's crazy how Manchester United can't really get money for their players, but they pay over the odds when they bring a player in.
Mate, they paid like nearly 70 mil for Mason Mount. That's mad, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, man, do you know what? Now I know they're in a group chat. Let me show you. So this is Ben Jacobs' tweet. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's been look out for Fabrizio Romano's.
Mate.
Literally the same image. Unless they're in a group chat, it's like,
Well, they've got the same graphic designer.
Yeah, graphic designer. Yeah. He just literally copied the same image. I mean, come on, man, mix it up a little bit, make it a little bit interesting.
Ben Jacobs and Romano are starting to become. There's a little rivalry brewing there, isn't there?
Nah, man, they're buddies, man. They're buddies.
Is it? Because was it not Ben Jacobs came out the other day and hit back at Romano?
Man, it's just banter. It's just banter. Yeah, it's like you know. Yeah. Now, I'll tell you who has a rivalry: Einstein and Romano.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you know, literally he took the gloves off when it came to the Fermin Lopez thing. Yeah. Romano credibility. The only person who's posted is David Einstein. It's like he was so angry he didn't even make a tweet. He just like, I'm going to record this live, and like, boom, see the camera on.
Still waiting for the Ornstein diss track, man.
Yeah, man. 90 for Anthony. Not saying anything about that. The official Napoli image. Is that where it is? All right. Do you know what? Aliyah, you are spot on with your comments. Seriously. Aliyah Khan, spot on with her comments, man. I'm assuming it's a her. Unless it's Ali. Yeah, no, Aliyah is a girl's name. Spot on with your comments.
So are we just eating the copium, fellas? Is it?
I just don't know.
Is it?
Do you know what? Last 20 minutes needs to be fire. Last 20 minutes needs to be fire, man. We need to see a boom, boom, boom. Here we go. Here we go. Here we went. Here we came back, and then we had something to eat.
I mean, there's still so many outgoings, isn't there?
There is.
If anything,
There is.
even just the outgoings, man. Even just the outgoings. There's still so much we need to see. Ben Chilwell.
Yeah.
I mean, Ben Chilwell to Strasbourg. Surely that deal has been wrapped up quickly, man. Like, if you can wrap up a deal quickly, it's with one of your own clubs, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then Raheem Sterling. Oh, he's just going to stay, isn't he? He's just going to stay. Unless, well, I mean, he doesn't want to go to Turkey, but that's the only sort of other option, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Courtney. Now I get it. Now I get what you meant. Now I get what you meant. Yeah. Literally, they're paying over the odds, man. They're always paying over the odds.
Yeah.
I mean, Mason Mount. How many games has he played for Man United since he's been there?
I was like 20-ish.
Yeah.
That.
Rest in the medical room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, though, that was really smart from us because he'd been injured for a while when we sold him. And we still got all that money for him. Do you know what I mean? He barely played for us for that last year, did he?
It was a back injury, wasn't it? That he had? Was it a back injury?
Something like that, yeah. I remember all of a sudden he just disappeared and we just stopped seeing him completely.
Tweets are starting to come in, so this is the latest.
I think he's injured again, isn't he? Didn't he get injured in the last game?
Mountain's injured.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not funny, man, because it's not obviously, but it's just funny from United's point of view, man. They're so bad at doing deals. They were actually better when they had Ed Woodward. If anything, everyone used to give him a lot of stick, didn't they? But things have gone even worse since Ed Woodward left.
Do you know what is concerning me right now?
Yeah, go on.
All these journalists are doing a live stream right now as we're speaking. So who's reporting the news? If you guys are live chatting away, there's 20 minutes left to go. Who's reporting the news?
Maybe this is what Sadiq was saying yesterday, man. Maybe they've actually all got people that do it for him. Do you know what I mean?
Literally,
Or
it's
maybe
like Ben
just today.
Jacobs. Ben Jacobs live on TalkSport with Jim White, Alex Cook, and Danny Murphy. And Fabrizio Romano is doing his own little stream. So who's reporting the news? David Ornstein, brother? David Ornstein is going to post something. Everyone's going to cut and paste and breaking news, exclusive.
Yeah. Imagine the whole window. David Ornstein on top. I'd love that.
I mean, David Ornstein is actually employed as a journalist,
Yeah,
He's employed. Fabrizio Romano, another tweet. Let's have a look.
Yeah, it's about Mbolo. Briel Mbolo.
Yeah.
Briel Mbolo.
Give us a here we go, man. Here we go. Raheem Sterling to Fulham for £50 million.
Imagine
That. Do you know what? Fulham have made a few
Good
deals,
window
man.
for Fulham.
Yeah,
Definitely. No, I agree. Definitely a good window for Fulham.
They're like, we're staying away from that Sterling geezer.
I mean, to be fair, like the Tyreek George deal was good enough because that's such a good deal for us, man. Do you know what I mean? That's a really, really good deal for us.
And for him, and for the
exactly,
player, it's
exactly.
a good deal for him as well. Yeah.
From Chelsea's perspective, that's going to end up being like 30, 40 mil for a player that played 15 games for us and cost us nothing.
Yeah. I'm interested to know if there was a sell-on clause. There must have been.
Yeah, there was. They've said it's heavy, so I imagine that means 30% plus.
30, 40, because we got 40 for Vega.
Oh, I saw as well. We had a sell-on clause in the Mark Gurhey deal, so if that goes through for 35 mil, we'll get 7 mil from that.
Okay.
Making bare peas.
16 minutes left. 16 minutes left. Lads, you better be smashing that like button, please. Smash that like button. We've got 16 minutes left of this transfer window. And 1 hour and 16 minutes potentially of the stream. And again, if we don't really get anything in the next 16 minutes, is it worth doing the extra hour? Because
yeah, we'd need to hear something, wouldn't we?
some sort of indication, right? some sort of indication. Have we even got anywhere near? We've got what 53 likes. 53 likes, 53 people watching. That is mad.
Yeah, it doesn't happen very often.
No.
Bang on. But yeah, like you say, man, there's so many loads of people be streaming today.
It's weird because like Fabrizio just posted about the Javi Garland deal to Nottingham Forest, and it's saying it's collapsing because the documents are not going to be ready in time. So I don't know if you can do it after 8 now.
No, you can't. No.
But then why would they be worried about it?
Because they haven't got them signed. So maybe the person who's supposed to sign those documents is unreachable at the moment.
On deadline day. Or he'd be sacked.
What else? What else could it be? What else could it be?
It might be just one of those things, man, as well. Everyone's got their own admin departments. Do you know what I mean? Maybe Forest's admin department is just slow.
We had something like that a few years back, didn't we? About the paperwork not getting sent through correctly or something like that.
For Ziyech.
Yeah,
that
was it.
Yeah. Basically, it was sent on time, but the geezer at Paris Saint-Germain who was supposed to open the email and actually get it sorted didn't see it until after the deal.
Yeah, they blamed us for that as well.
Yeah. Something just came through. Let's have a look.
I'm just seeing what it's probably
Ben Jacobs.
Xavi Garland.
Yeah, they're just putting a link to this stream on TalkSports.
I mean, and that will be talking about all the deals that have been done, won't it? That won't and rather than being like any breaking news or anything, So that probably the fact that they're all doing these streams now is probably an indication that nothing else is going to happen. Because if they're all on these streams, I mean, obviously Fabrizio is still tweeting.
I want to share this with you. So this is what Cole Palmer has posted on Instagram. Do you know what?
Lad.
Quality. Yeah. Quality.
Yeah, no one expected that one.
One of the best transfers in a very, very long time.
Yeah.
One of the best transfers in a very, very long time.
Bargain. Absolutely
bargain.
They couldn't have known that he was going to be this good, though, could they?
No one could have known that. No one could have.
And it was sort of before the whole young players go for a premium because now you're looking at players his age are going for like 60, 70 million. So we did kind of hit a bit of a luck with him, to be honest.
Was it him we went in for because the Eze deal collapsed?
Was it Eze or Lise? It was Elise, wasn't it?
Elise, sorry.
Yeah.
Elise, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Might have been.
Yeah. I remember because I just remember being like we were really close to Elise, and then I think
and then he went to
Palmer was
Munich,
like, all right, we'll get him instead then.
I don't know. I got a feeling we're going to get a surprise in the next 12 minutes.
I hope you're right, mate.
Yeah, I hope
12
so,
minutes.
You've been doing this a lot longer than us, man. I trust your judgment.
I mean, the thing is this. In regards to outgoings, I think we're going to hear at least about one more. And incomings, unlikely, because we'd have heard something by now. But outgoings, I think we would hear one more. Potentially Disasi, confirmation of Chilwell.
I'd love a Pedro Neto style one, just dropped out of nowhere.
What a Pedro Neto style one, like Pedro Neto style quality secret.
No, just a Pedro Neto style deal where it just drops out of nowhere. Like we weren't even talking about him until Paul's ear.
Right, it's like
I love that. That's my favourite.
Do you know what? We might just get Vlahovic. Here we go.
Morgan Rogers, mate.
Morgan Rogers,
maybe Morgan Rogers.
Morgan Rogers. I don't know.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm going to be back in 2 minutes because the last 10 minutes is going to be a little bit intense.
Yeah, no
so I'm back in 2 minutes, and guys, stay here for.
Fulham are signing someone else.
Really?
Who? Tottenham.
Fulham or Kusi to Fulham, almost done. Loan deal with option to buy. Fee up to 4 million for PSV. Is that the one on the screen there?
Yeah, that was
what I had on the screen.
Yeah, it was the one you had on the screen.
Thinking, who's Kusi? And I
Yeah,
realised
God,
God, they're doing some business on today. It's mad.
Why are we the only ones in trouble? Why is everyone
we're
else
not in
allowed to-
trouble, though. We're not in trouble, lads. We are not in
Yeah,
trouble.
I just mean with like the UEFA stuff. Like we
Yeah.
get spanked by.
Oh,
UEFA.
yeah. We are
We're
in
always
trouble.
like UEFA just constantly slapping our wrists, man, and everyone else is just like United.
Back
Are just
in-
like,
back in
yeah,
2
it's
minutes,
fine.
back
We'll
in
just
2 minutes.
hemorrhage money for 10 years, and whatever. It's fine.
Yeah.
Guess they're not playing in Europe enough for it to be a problem.
Yeah, it makes sense, doesn't it? Don't have to worry about only PSR.
Which is obviously a bit laxer, isn't it? Yeah, they're going to have to lax the whole thing, man, based on all these injuries, aren't they? It's like you can't
Yeah.
be holding back squads for teams from like bulking out their squads when everyone's dropping like flies. It's bad for the players.
Yeah. I mean, we might approach the winter window differently than we did last year.
Was it not last year that no one was signed for like any team, or was that the year before? I remember there was a winter window where literally
Wasn't it the year before we got Enzo and that? So it would have been
last
year.
season, because that was when the PSR rules
was
had
before
probably
that.
dropped, or whenever it. Yeah, I can't
Yeah,
remember
it was one. One of the last 2 seasons. It was a bit of a
Yeah.
dead window.
Yeah. No one bought anyone.
yeah.
Because PSR was like, we're coming for you.
But because we did all right up to Christmas last year, and then it just sort of went downhill from sort of end of Christmas to January.
Yeah,
So if it does start to do that again, then maybe they'll go in the winter. But
Yeah, I've got a fit. Well, the thing is,
you get
like,
the big winter tax on it, don't you? They push the prices go up dramatically in the January window.
I remember I remember I was working a transfer window once, and it was when we signed Demba Ba. I was like working at a care home, and I was just like constantly checking my phone, and we got Demba Ba from Newcastle, and I was like, oh, and then yeah.
Wasn't he the one that initially almost failed his medical? Not for us, but somebody else. I think he had a heart condition. I don't know if it was him, but there was a striker from Newcastle.
Was it not Cisse?
It might have been Cisse. It was one of them. They were
Oh,
ridiculous. That goal that he
goal.
scored against us.
that Cisse goal, man, it was outrageous. He was so good. Demba Ba was alright as well, man. Yeah,
I was at
Remy,
the
mate.
you remember the
Remy was
United
top,
game? The United, was it FA Cup game where where we played the ball in box and dicked it over the keeper, sort of like a flying leg. I was in the crowd on that, literally just behind the
is it?
goal.
Yeah,
It was a great goal to watch.
yeah, sweet, man.
And then
Yeah,
obviously you
no,
got the Stevie G slip, didn't you?
the slip.
Stevie G slip.
Oh, that's a tough one from Omar. We can manifest one of these signings. Which one would you want? Bastoni, Guehi, or Rodgers? The smart decision would be Guehi, but my heart says
Probably,
Rodgers.
yeah. It's one of those. Do you want a defensive signing or an attacking signing? Isn't it?
I just want Morgan Rodgers.
Yeah.
I spent so long looking into him at the start of the season. I like know his stats intimately and where he plays and stuff. Do you know what I mean? I'm just like, whoa, yeah, I'd like a bit of that. Would love a bit of that. Yeah, Remy, we got him from QPR, didn't we? Like Remy.
Yeah. Was it? Yes. Yeah, it was.
12 mil, I think. That was quite a lot. And that was like, what, like 12, 13 years ago or something.
Yeah. Oh, I remember
Yeah, man.
Samuel Eto'o as well.
Ah, mate, that Everton game.
Yeah.
It was like one of the first games of the season, wasn't it? We was like 6-3.
I wish we just got him a little bit earlier. Just a little bit.
Yeah. He was all right, man. He was all right. He
Yeah.
was like, you know, good. And you know, it was just in a day gone by, wasn't it? When you buying experience was a bit more of a sure thing than it is
Yeah.
now. But yeah, everyone was better than Torres.
Oh, you see, I like Torres, man. I
I
did.
like Torres at Liverpool was brilliant, but at Chelsea it was just a bit of a lump.
Champions League, mate.
Yeah, I mean, I got like,
Yeah.
don't get like. Do you
We-
like Kai Havertz because he won us the Champions League?
I liked Kai Havertz, but Torres didn't go and sign for Arsenal afterwards. So
No, but I don't know. Honestly, man, I'd fallen off of Kai Havertz.
yeah,
Even
I think
though
the
he-
difference between Kai Havertz and Torres is you could see how much Torres was trying. You could
Yeah,
see
that's
Kai
true.
Havertz gave up.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
So
Yeah,
I
that's what
think-
annoyed me about Kai Havertz, man. I was just like,
Yeah.
man, you just waste.
I think
man, just
everyone
really
was
waste.
willing Torres. Galadog.
Oh. You're trolling us.
Yeah, no, I'm not trolling you. Well, yeah, kind of trolling. Kind of trolling. Manchester United made an inquiry to loan Atletico Madrid midfielder Conor Gallagher. Approach rejected. Atletico will never be prepared to sanction a temporary move. I just thought I would make it a little bit interesting.
Mate, if that's the last thing we get out of the window that Gallagher mugged off Man United,
Man
like,
United.
that's something, isn't it?
Good old Galadog.
I'm up for that, man. That's cool.
I'm surprised because for me, he's like the perfect kind of Simeone player. So I would
Maybe
be
he's just not
surprised if
settling
even
in, man. Some people
Maybe.
just really struggle, didn't they?
Yeah.
English players as well. Like it's so much rarer for an English player to settle in abroad than it is for an overseas player to settle in here. Do you know what I mean? You've seen it quite a lot in players.
We've got another John Wall moment. Here we go. Nico Jackson, sealed. Documents have been signed. All sealed. Here, new FC player with 5 minutes to spare.
Yeah. I mean, I
5
guess.
minutes to spare. Oh, we've got another one. Hold on. This
It's all
John
coming
Wall
out
is
now.
there.
I know.
Yeah.
The flurry.
No John Wall for this one. It's just a repeat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm seeing about 20 million people say the same thing.
Yeah. And this annoys me a little bit, man, because it's just like it used to be. Do you remember? It used to be when you saw the player in the shirt or like at the table signing the contract, that was it. And now it's like broken down into like a million little bits. This deal's been done for hours, and now it's like you were saying before, like about it's advanced and it's more advanced and it's very slightly more advanced, and it's just like, oh mate, it's like that loading, that buffering bar is getting longer and longer and longer.
Longer.
Yeah. But yeah, man, fair play. I think he'll do well. In Germany.
Yeah.
It's a good deal for us. I was saying to Kai earlier when you were on your international break, I don't think we'd have signed this option if it was going to be difficult for us. I think it'll be like Champions League qualification, or he plays 20 games or something really, really achievable that only doesn't happen if he's either awful or gets injured for the entire season. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think I guess we'll wait and see, because we didn't find out about the Jadon Sancho clauses or whatever until a little while after he signed, did we? So we might find out in the next month or so.
Yeah, and obviously we didn't know about that we could actually pay money to send him back until much later, did we? Right at the end.
Yeah, right at the end of the season. Yeah, because all we knew is it was 14 games. We'd finish above 14th, and then it was literally a month or so before the transfer window. They were like, oh, by the way, you can send it back for 5 mil.
But I am quite concerned that we haven't heard about the other outgoings that we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, nothing on Disassi.
Yeah. Chilwell. Sterling's the most worrying one because it doesn't look like he wants to go anywhere but the UK. Do you know what I mean? Chilwell and Disassi could go to Turkey. Do you know what I mean? I could see something like that happening. Chilwell, maybe the medical's already done and that's not a big deal to worry about because we've got an hour for the paperwork to be filed or whatever. If that is still going to happen with Strasbourg, I'm not super concerned about that. But Sterling, we saw a tweet being like, it's not
Fabrice
going well.
Hawkins have just said Axel Disassi won't sign for West Ham this summer. That's what he literally just said 11 seconds ago.
Yeah, it will be a Besiktas or a Galatasaray or a Saudi club maybe get him for like 15 mil or something. Do you know what I mean? It's the Sterling one I think that we need to be the most concerned about because Sterling's already come out and been like, I'm not going Turkey.
I feel like he's just going to try and run down his contract at this point.
Yeah.
Are we going to get a here we go in the next 2 minutes for incoming?
No. Imagine. But no, I don't think so, man. I think
not a chance.
I was trying to be positive about it, but loads of people called it in my stream. A couple of people have called it today. I think the squad is, Mark Gue was the last player that come back, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or maybe Sterling's the backup number 9.
Can't believe it ended.
Do you think that's an option to reintegrate him?
Who?
I think it's worth
Sterling?
a shout, isn't it? Yeah, I think at the end of the day, Surely that's better than
He
just.
he has played in that position. He has played in that position.
Surely that's better than him sitting on the bench for 350k, or not even on the bench.
The problem is that because we have quite an abundance of players. There's only so many you can get on the bench. Is he going to get on the bench over all those players? There's not really, is he? Because you can only take a certain amount per game, can't you?
Would he not
Unless
probably
we've got loads of
accept some
injuries.
sort of third striker option? Bearing in mind, I think just to keep fit and to make sure that he's still available if another move materialises in January or next year or something.
Yeah.
Because if
I
he's
would
just
prefer him probably in a winger option, and if I'm going to have a third choice, I would probably use Pedro Neto because he did do it last season. He done all right, and then have Sterling if they really want to use him in the winger option because at least it's his natural position.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. He didn't really integrate. I know Ben Chilwell left in January, didn't he, on loan to Palace, and he played that one game for us. But I don't think he was training week in, week out with the first team.
It just seemed, it's like 350k a week, man. Like
That's jokes. It's
Yeah.
Maybe Saudi. Maybe Saudi will come in.
Actually closed.
We can just
so we're gonna do.
put him in a suitcase and something, shift him over. Who knows?
It's over.
It do be feeling like that, doesn't it? It do be feeling like that.
It is
It's
over.
Well,
Transfer window closed.
look, man, it was a good window. At the end of the day, do you know what I mean? It was a good window.
Yeah.
We got rid of a lot of players. We brought in a lot of players. We are stronger than we were last season.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
100%.
you know, it is just like it's.
Is that all the incomings?
No, that's some.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was about to say because there was a few more, wasn't there?
Essigo's not on there.
Yeah, but I think because they were already done, weren't they?
Essigo came in at the same time as Liam Delap and João Pedro.
Oh, I thought he was done prior. I thought he was done in January and then went back on loan to the end of the season and then come back to us.
No, that's true. That's true.
Same with Esteval and that they were done last year.
Add Esteval. But as in regards to bolstering the squad, there's a couple more to go on that image.
Yeah, on that list. Yeah.
So if we look at that particular tweet from PYS, total spent with add-ons 208 million. Sorry, before add-ons, 208 million pounds. That's how much we spent on these players. Half of that was paid by the Carabao Cup.
Yeah. A third of that was paid by Noni Madueke.
Yep.
Or a quarter of that. Sorry.
Quarter of that. Yeah.
So it's good window, man.
Yeah. Can't
20 outgoings. Going up to 373.5 million with add-ons and obligations included, apparently.
So
there are a few here with unknown fees. So
we've maintained that positive transfer balance, haven't we?
And there's
I think we have done. We've done that quite well.
Yeah, we're 173 million. Yeah. Well, less than 173, but
we got here we go. We got here we go. I gotta get the music for this one. We got here we go.
No. Just seen it.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, what makes it?
Yes, wicked.
Strasbourg agreed deal to sign Bill Chilwell on a 2-year contract. Here we go. Medical done, and Chilwell joins ambitious project at Strasbourg with Liam Rossonot. Whatever.
Is it a permanent?
It's a permanent.
I think so.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's permanent.
What's the fee?
We don't know yet.
Undisclosed, mate. Undisclosed.
No,
Two-year contract. Wait, that's a good one. I'm happy for Ben.
Yeah.
I am so happy.
I wonder if Samuel Smith then went to Swansea.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if not, he'll still get game time, won't he?
News is coming in thick and fast.
Yeah, fair play, Ben Chilwell, man.
That's a good one.
That's a good move.
I'm happy for him. 100% happy for him. Yeah.
And maybe he gets back into the England squad now, man. Do you know what I mean? I'd love to see that. We need.
Do you think he would?
I think he's the best left back.
And do you know what? Tuchel knows him well.
Yeah.
Tuchel knows him well. Yeah. Good shout.
He'll be he's got to compete with was it Lewis Skelly in it?
Skelly is definitely at the moment the number one. But if Ben Chilwell gets a full season under his belt and is fit, Tuchel will like that, man.
Yeah, no, do you know what? That made my day. Made my day. Seriously. I have a lot of respect and a lot of love for Ben Chilwell. I think he is, a good servant to Chelsea Football Club. He's always been a professional, and for him to get the opportunity to continue playing.
Strasbourg have got a quality player, to be fair.
Yeah.
Now they've actually made some good signings this summer. They've also got rid of quite a lot of players as well. I think even today there was loads going out of Strasbourg.
Yeah, fair play, man.
Yeah. Not sure what the fee would have been, but it's definitely
low.
Yeah, like I would say maybe
between 8 and 12, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
No, I think even less. Like
about
5, 6. Yeah.
I mean, and he's still going to be on the same wage, isn't he? So it's the only way it would have worked.
Yeah.
I think if he'd have taken a pay cut, they'd probably have put that in there, wouldn't they? But he's still on 200k a week, probably.
All right, so we've got one. Sterling Disasi. Come on. Let's hear about Sterling and Disasi.
Let's hear about it. The Disasi, because that West Ham move broke for too late, didn't it? The thing is, though, I can see Disasi going.
Sterling stays at Chelsea.
Yeah.
Ben Chilwell. Ben Jacobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon Disasi could still go to Turkey or Saudi Arabia.
He would go to Saudi. I reckon Disasi. I don't think Sterling wants Saudi.
No.
And he wants to try and see if the thing is, what I don't understand, right? So Sterling's probably got in his mind that he wants to try and get back into the England squad. Well, he can't do that if he's not playing.
I think Sterling's main thing, mate, is that he just wants to stay in London more than anything. I think because the only clubs we've talked about, Crystal Palace, Brentford, do you know what I mean? Fulham, do you know what I mean? I think Sterling's number one priority is to stay in London. And I think
Brentford wouldn't have been a bad shout considering they've sold Mbuemo and Visser this summer.
It's just the wages as well, isn't it, man? Even if we'd have covered 200 of that, they'd still have to pay 150k a week. Do you know what I mean? That's massive. What was that about Saudi and that?
He's not up for the move to Saudi because the Saudi window is still open. However, we still have a couple of hours left on the Spanish window, but I think he only wants to stay in London.
Yeah,
he's just being, he has a lot of commitment. He's got commitments. Yeah, don't want to use a negative terminology, but he's got family. I think he's working for a charity as well. He's got a charity that he's supporting.
He's a London boy as well, isn't he? Like he spent most
Wembley
of his life
in
up
around
north.
that area.
Yeah. I was going to say he spent most of his life up north, and he probably just likes being back in London now.
Yeah.
Apparently, this is coming from Jacob Steinberg. I don't know how credible he is, but Disasi was reluctant to join West Ham, not the other way around.
I mean, I wouldn't be. He's played for Graham Potter before, isn't he?
I suppose, yeah.
I would. Anyone would be fairly reluctant to go to West Ham at the moment.
But do you think his chances for a good move has declined?
Yeah, definitely, 100%.
Because he ain't really going to get much game time, if any.
I don't see him getting any, unless we lose all our centre backs.
Yeah,
I think
because Badiashile should be coming back soon.
Yeah,
and
I just think it's Fenerbahce or Besiktas or Galatasaray. He screams Turkey to me, man. Disasi absolutely screams Turkey sale to me. And it will be for nothing. It'll probably be less than 20 mil at this point.
Yeah, about 15, I reckon.
45 mil we paid for him, man.
Joke.
I'm going to give it another 10 minutes and see what happens. I think if anything is going to break through in regards to news, it'll happen in the next 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. There might be other bits and bobs for other clubs, but for Chelsea, a team, with this much scrutiny around it, if it's not broken in the next 10, 15 minutes, I don't think I don't think there's anything else going on.
There's been no here we goes that could fall through at this point, is there? Like there was with Ziyech.
Nothing on Mark Gurry.
Yeah, I mean he's probably going to stay then, doesn't it? Because that's the thing. It was all about Palace finding another centre back.
Yeah.
So, and that's fair. The thing is, it makes sense because it wasn't like Palace were going to make loads of money for the sale either. Do you know what I mean?
No.
35 mil is kind of nothing. Do you know what I mean? That's you may as well keep them on your books for the season. Try and get a few places higher in the Premier League than you might otherwise have done, and then that 35 mil, even if you lose them on a free, that's probably still worth it for Palace and to try and have a good season. Bearing in mind they're in Europe as well.
Yeah, so summer transfer window is officially shut. Clubs may still finalise transfers after 7 if a deal sheet was submitted before the deadline.
Yeah.
So if anything has gone in, by 7, then you could still hear about it later.
Yeah.
SMK, that's affirmative. Yeah, he was announced earlier.
He put a tweet out, or whatever you call it now, with a picture of Anfield, calling it my home, with a little red heart.
Finally out of prison.
Yeah. I do. I feel bad for Newcastle though, man.
Yeah.
They've come out of it pretty well. They actually made loads of really good signings, Newcastle. They've definitely strengthened their squad, but they got ribbed by the whole Isaac situation, man. It wasn't fair.
Yeah, just a tad unprofessional from the player, to be fair. But it's done now. They've moved on. They brought in 2 attacking players.
An update for Ben Chilwell. Ben Chilwell has agreed to join sister club Strasbourg. It's a permanent transfer, with Chilwell agreeing a 2-year contract as per Fabrizio Romano.
Yeah, no one's saying the fee though.
Not yet.
Which is interesting.
It'll be nothing, man. It'll be nothing. It'll be a favour to Ben Chilwell for being a legend about this whole thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Bearing in mind he was in the bomb squad and went to Palace on loan, and it's been difficult to find a move for him and stuff. Do you know what I mean? This was, this is literally Chelsea being like, thank you for being sound, I think.
Yeah. Professional.
Yeah, because he's not kicked up a fuss or anything, has he?
No, he's been really professional, man. Yeah, the Sterling one's the worst thing really is the. I mean, I say the worst thing. Like, it'd be interesting to say what might go on. Do you know what I mean? Because, like I say, if Sterling, for instance, gets reintegrated, that's potentially another right wing option, left wing option, which makes it more likely that Buonanotte and Esteval become that centre attacking cover.
Yeah.
So even just having him there as another.
Yeah, because again, like Walder's saying, Sterling is also not another player that's really kicked up a fuss. He's just sort of, which is, I suppose, on that side, the club and the players that we have been professional all the way through.
Yeah.
Where you can't say the same for other clubs, but I don't know. I just think
there might
just
even be something in their contracts, man. Do you know what I mean? It's like you're not allowed to be unprofessional or
true,
or whatever. Do you know what I mean? It could literally be as deep as that now. But yeah, I don't think we're gonna see. I mean, don't get me wrong, like I'd love it, but I don't think we're gonna see anything crazy. I think there's a potential for a couple, like for Disasi, for instance, to still be an outgoing. Maybe Datro Fofana as well.
Yeah.
In regards to an incoming, it could still happen, especially if we are getting a player from outside of the UK.
That's true.
For things to be submitted to go through. It's
Liverpool,
unlikely now. It's unlikely now, but it could still happen. We've got some. Yeah, we've got. Give me a second, Kai. Give me a second. I'm just uploading it on my screen.
So something could still come through.
Not for us though.
No. Right now, X is so slow. It is so slow. The amount of traffic on it is crazy. Okay, so this is from PYS. Chelsea are the first Premier League. Am I sharing? Yeah, Chelsea are the first Premier League club ever to bank more than 300 million in one transfer window, as per Nizar Cancelo. That is, and people are not happy about this window.
Yeah, I know. I'm not.
That is an amazing figure. Something else has just come through. Hold on. That's Man City.
Apparently, Jacob Steinberg saying Liverpool have submitted a deal sheet for Mark Guehi.
Right, okay.
So that
They've
one
submitted
a deal sheet, so that one could still go through now because they've put a deal
No.
sheet in before the deadline.
If the deal sheet has gone through, then that means it has gone through.
Yeah,
Does that not mean that
Yeah.
Palace have potentially gone in for a centre back then?
potentially, but that was the whole reason was the hold up, but
Yeah,
nothing on Palace.
Yo, Gabriel, how are ya? Can't believe Geehy going for 35 million. Surely we could have got him. That's what we're literally just trying to figure out.
So Palace can still decide not to do it. It's up to them now to decide. Yeah, but
Yeah.
But
Liverpool have put it in.
if a deal sheet has been signed, that means it's got signed by both parties because that's the way it
Well,
works,
it says
right?
Liverpool submitted deal sheet for Mark Guehi, 35 million move. Medical also done, but it's up to Crystal Palace now. So
Okay, so yeah, Fabrizio Romano has just confirmed it. Fabrizio Romano
yeah,
he says Liverpool submitted deal sheet for Mark Guehi, 35 million move. Medical also done. So if the medical's also been done, was it done before they pulled out of it?
yeah,
Yeah,
Maybe.
well, we got the Here We Go, didn't we? So
Yeah.
that had probably been after, because the Here We Go was hours ago. That was one of the first things we saw today, wasn't it? The Here We Go for Mark
Yeah.
Guehi. So that medical was probably done hours ago. It's just been about the Crystal Palace. And now the decision they've got to make is, do we let him go when there's no chance for them to get a replacement?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I wouldn't be surprised to still see that not happen, to be honest, because if they do, Crystal Palace are only doing it as a favour to Mark Guehi in Liverpool, but actually all that happens for Palace is they lose a centre-back and one of their best players, do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I wouldn't be super out of order for Crystal Palace to say no, would it, at the end of the day?
no, would cover themselves, wouldn't it?
Another transfer for Newcastle, from Newcastle to Frankfurt. Oh, it's off. Sorry, I misread that. It's off.
Was he an academy player?
I think so.
He was the one that's been playing, isn't he? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think he was up front the other day, wasn't he? When Tino
Yeah.
Livramento was playing left wing. Oh, what a day, man. What a day.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Breathe, boys.
Yeah. There's 95 people in the stream. I did not realize it went up so quick.
Yeah, sweet.
Lads, smash the like button. I was literally so focused on the timeline. Then to see the numbers go up. We were like 50 a minute ago. Is that 100 now? There's 100 people in the stream. Big up, guys. Okay, quick recap. Ben Chilwell is sold permanently to Strasbourg. Raheem Sterling still hanging about. The Sassy disaster clause is still happening. We don't know what's going on with the Sassy. There might be something to pop off in the next few minutes that we haven't heard about. But all indications seem to suggest that he may be here after the window. The Turkish window is still open. Saudi window is still open. I think Spanish window closes later on tonight. So there may still be an option for Disasi to be on the way out. We haven't heard anything in regards to players coming in. We heard quite early in the day that the Fermin Lopez thing was not going to happen. No other names were suggested, even though we did hear that there is a secret target for Chelsea. And until now, it's still a secret by the looks of things because nothing's materialized. So we may get something popping off, like Chelsea sign some geezer from Brighton, from Brighton.
Yeah. Lewis Dunk, mate. Lewis Dunk.
You know what I mean? So we are still waiting. It blows my mind, to be honest, because Chilwell is only 28.
Yeah.
Is he really?
Feels like
still
he's been around
28?
forever.
Yeah. I thought he was like in his 30s, early 30s, like 29, 30, 31, that kind of age.
Yeah, we bought him at 20, didn't we?
Yeah.
Like 2021, something like that. It's just...
He has been around for a while. He was with Leicester for a while as well.
Yeah.
We've got something from Fabrizio. Let's have a look and see what Fabrizio is saying. Is it a drum roll moment? Not really. So, Aymeric Laporte to Atletico. Here we go.
Oh, okay.
But do you know what? We haven't really heard much about this recently. So it is a kind of surprising deal.
Yeah, that's true.
So there may still be another surprising deal.
Yeah.
We are hoping. We are praying. Not really. We've had a good window. But if it does happen, we're not complaining. But so deals that were not really talked much about, we're starting to hear about. Here he goes right now. So you never know. And I think as soon as we sign off the stream, we're going to get a bomb drop. So let's just...
Most definitely.
You know what? We'll stick it out for... it's only another 40 minutes. Shall we stick it? Yeah, let's stick it out till 8 o'clock. We'll stick it out till 8 o'clock and then we'll know. And if anything happens after 8, then it is where it is. But yeah.
Just going to go and take a little fresh airy break.
Yeah, mate. Go for it. Yeah, take your time. And people, smash that like button. Please, smash that like button. We need to be getting to 100 likes for Ben Chilwell. Do it for Ben Chilwell. Get 100 likes on the stream for Ben Chilwell. Let's do it. All right, brilliant. It has been an exciting window. We've just got something else come through. Let's have a quick refresh. See what that is. Ben Jacobs. Not Chelsea related, but we'll still put on the screen in case anyone is interested. Yeah, man, this last hour is all about checking the timeline. It's all about checking the timeline. I like this from Gabriel about the secret option. It's not just secret. Forgot. Spot on, mate. Yeah. Do you know what? From what we've seen in this transfer window, anything is possible. Anything is possible. It has been a crazy transfer window. Why did the screen go off all of a sudden? Let me put it back up. We've got another bit of breaking news. Or is that the same one? Just refreshing. Yeah, it's the same one. All right. The Saudi Pro League transfer window closes on the 10th of September. The Turkey window shuts on the 11th of September. And it's 12th of September in Greece. And it's 11 p.m. tonight for Spain, by the way. Chelsea did it 82 million for Jackson. Euros, yeah. Just need to get a bit more information about the whole option to obligation bit. But yeah, it looks like a good deal, Santiago. Looks like a good deal. It seems like the agenda for the club was record sales, and we will be viewed as a success. Do you know what? I'm Gabriel. I'm happy with this window. I've given it a 7 out of 10. What do you give it, Gabriel? Out of 10? I'd be interested to know. And Kai, what do you give this window out of 10?
I gave it on East one. I said a 6 out of 10.
6, okay.
I would have given it a bit higher, bar what's happened with the injuries and things like that. Maybe we could have done something there, but in terms of the players that we brought in, I definitely think we're in a better position squad-wise this season than we were last season. 100%.
Yeah. So Crystal Palace have confirmed the signing of Jade Canvots from Toulouse.
Is he centre back?
21 million. I don't even know who he is. He played for Toulouse. And I don't really care Toulouse much.
No. Just thinking, if he's a centre back, then that's pretty much the Gurhey deal done. Then
Yeah, makes sense.
JD Campbell.
Waldo 7.
He is a defender.
Defender? Yeah.
Yeah,
that
French
makes sense.
professional footballer plays as defender.
Yeah. But you saw how quick they done that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gabriel, 7 out of 10, although the rating includes overall due to sales. Yeah. We've got something come through. Hold on. Let's have a look. I want to get one more drum roll moment, man. I just feel like kicking that barn. Nothing. No, nothing major.
It's that Boniface.
Yeah, but we had this like an hour ago. So I don't know what
Yeah.
Florian is doing, man. Literally an hour ago. He tweeted it an hour ago. Done deal.
Yeah, it says
Oh,
Matt Law
maybe-
saying there
yeah,
were Premier League options for Axel Disasi, but nothing that suited him, apparently.
So he decided to stay and not play rather than go somewhere and play.
That doesn't make sense. Sometimes it's what frustrates me with professional footballers, right? They're in a position that every kid, every adult, even myself, would dream of be able to play football professionally. And he'd rather just sit there. I know, obviously, sit there and take the money, but come on, man. You want to play football. Go play football somewhere, especially if they're Premier League teams.
Yeah, yeah. Especially when
I just don't
when
get
you know your options are limited at the club you're in.
Yeah.
If you had the opportunity to continue playing and have the opportunity to
Just
make your way back in the team, but you've actually been told that there's no future for you at the club, and
yeah.
now that Matt is back, I'm going to go for a quick international break.
Bring your here we
Lads-
go back with you, all right?
I will do my best. Yeah, I'll try to get you another drum roll moment. I'll see you guys in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, sound. I just saw a little something. It's not much, but Raheem Sterling has ruled out USA as well as Saudi Arabia and Turkey.
He's just ruling out everything.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I think a depth option, man. Depth option. You could do worse. Do you know what I mean? You could do worse.
Yeah. And it's in the wide areas at the moment. It's probably the most stacked area that we're in, so we don't really need him. But yeah, I suppose if another
Well,
injury comes, we might be able to add him in and then move some of those players over.
If you think about the right wing option, you've got Neto, who can probably depth as a number 9-ish when you need to. You've got Buonanotte and Esteval, who can both play in the cam as well. So if you think about it in that respect, although Raheem Sterling himself not an option through the middle, it does free up more versatility options for the other players that we've got to support in the 10. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And maybe Esteval can play striker, man. Who knows?
No.
Imagine.
Oh.
Next Thierry Henry, mate.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
Just reading that comment from Gabriel. Hindsight was a red flag that he only came due to wanting to be in London. Yeah, that's on Sterling. Basically that he wanted to be in London. So, I mean, he spent his whole career, apart from obviously Chelsea, not at home.
Yeah.
And now he is. Why would you want to go? I get that.
He's been playing since he was 17 as well, man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So he's had a really long career. Do you know what I mean? He's literally had a really long career already. So, it's just, and then Arsenal, even after the Arsenal thing last year, he still only wanted to stay. And the Fulham thing was probably more just the wages. And if Fulham are probably the best off out of all the other London teams that were interested in him. So, yeah, man.
Maybe January.
Maybe. I've just got a feeling it's not going to happen, man. I've got it's looking like Sterling. It was the same with Willian and David Luiz and that. They had a restaurant, didn't they? They opened a restaurant. That's why they moved to Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? Because they just wanted to stay in London.
Yeah.
That's why Willian terminated his contract without taking the money for it because he just wanted to stay in London. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We've actually seen this a few times before.
Yeah.
We'll play for nectar points. Yeah, disappointing, man. I think it's only been like the thing is, if the window had ended a month ago, we'd be buzzing.
We'd be happy, yeah.
I think it's only been disappointing. Like, you know, I was listening to the stream while I went outside. Rating the window for me, it's a strong 7, man. If you really consider the outgoings and the incomings that we've got, taking away injuries from it. Do you know what I mean? If you know, the injuries suck, obviously, but you know, it's really difficult to prepare for them. And yes, maybe we could have moved to try and cover some of those injuries. But this is what I'm saying, man. Is like, I've said it a few times before about the project first. Do you know what I mean? And any of the moves you
I also
would have
take
made,
into account like some of the big outgoings that, like Disassi, like Sterling, that we should have got done. Like especially Sterling, just because the wages that he's on is just ridiculous.
They were always going to be the hardest ones, man.
Yeah.
We've got 20 players out, man. 20 players.
I know.
And if all we're left with now is Sterling and Disassi, that's all right.
Yeah, I don't think anything happened with Fofana, did it? I know there was interest, but nothing.
I did. Celtic was the...
Yeah, and then I saw something about Charlton, apparently. But that was...
But again, man, like he's not exactly like he's on big wages or anything. Do you know what I mean? So it's
No.
not even really a concern. And yeah, you know, for me, like you can't turn your nose up at getting 20 players out, even if we're not happy about Sterling and Disassi. 20 players out, including Ben Chilwell. That's a big one.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's huge, man. That's huge. And the incomings, great. Garnacho looks like he's really... I've got a good feeling about Garnacho. Jamie Gittins looks like he could develop into a really good player. Obviously, they're not from this window, but when you consider the likes of Dario Asugo and Esteban Willian really adding to the... Mate, we look so much stronger than we did at the back end of last season, man. We look so much stronger.
Yeah. Yeah, our midfield is unreal. That central defensive 8... position in midfield is, the depth, the versatility in there is brilliant.
Because it's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? It's like when I think it was PYS put up that image of the players that we've brought this window, and that's one way to look at it. And if you look at it just like that, it might seem a little bit disappointing. But when you actually think about the players that are new, there's Esteval, Santos, Dario Asugo. Do you know what I mean? There's more. You know, we're looking at like nearly 10 new players in the squad.
Yeah.
And you know, we are so much stronger.
The only thing is the players that were already bought, you can't really count them towards this window because they were always coming back.
No, definitely.
So,
that's what I'm saying, man. Do you know what I mean? Is like when you look at the window in isolation, it might seem disappointing, but when you look at the important thing that is the squad of players that we've got for the upcoming season, you know, a lot of those players don't factor into this window, but it's the same thing. Do you know what I mean? They're new players at the end of the day. It was like when Pulisic came in. Do you know what I mean? Pulisic, you know, we'd bought him before, and then he came in, but he was brand new, and it was really exciting, and he started off pretty well. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Lavia. Oh, Courtney, Lavia's just bought the new big room in the hospital. Big buy for him. He's expected to, you know, spend a lot of time there. I hope he comes back, to be honest.
Yeah,
I do like Lavia. Well, we tick so much better when he's playing, to be honest. But
a real blend of attributes, isn't he, compared to everyone else?
Yeah, but I mean, it's one of those things, isn't it? We peaked so early in this window, and we got some really good signings so early on, and then we get to the end, deadline day, and it's just like all we're doing is sitting here and watching everybody else.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things. But is it also better for the club to do business early, because
100%.
we've now had all this time to embed these new players, to get them settled into the squad, because now all these other new players that are coming in for all these other clubs, they've got to go through this period of embedding now and getting used to the manager, the tactics and things like that, where Maresca's had likes of João Pedro and all of that, he's had them through the whole Club World Cup, so he's had time to embed them and get them all ready for the season. So on that side, it's a lot better to do your business early for drama side and have a bit of fun on deadline day, yeah, it sucks because you're not seeing anything. So I get it.
Pedro's already one of the first names on the team sheet.
100%.
And
100%.
that's amazing, man. Do you know what I mean? That's amazing. And yeah.
So who would you say your favourite signing is this window out of the ones we signed?
Yeah,
Like,
João Pedro, man, 100%.
yeah, I thought so. Yeah, me for João Pedro. Even before we saw what he did.
I'm gonna put something on the screen,
Yeah.
and I want you guys to react to, and also the people in the chat. I would love to know your opinions on what I'm about to show you.
Oh,
Can't see it.
Jamie, I'll read it out for you guys. Jamie Carragher on Liverpool's 450 million plus spend this summer. Chelsea spent 1.4 billion on kids. Aaron Slot has gone out there and signed real winners. There's a difference.
mate,
Mate, why is he such a mug?
Carragher,
he's such a mug. Man.
literally
outrageous.
Oh my God.
It's just like, mate, like there's just always an excuse, isn't there? You can never just go, do you know what? I might have called that wrong, or oh, do you know what? It is different. And so he even contradicts himself on his own points. Do you know what I mean? When he was tearing down Chelsea for winning the Club World Cup, and then as soon as he got asked about it, it was like, yeah, I was devastated when we didn't win it. I'm like, well, which one is it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, mate. It annoys me when pundits are like some of the Man United pundits as well. When you've just got you're so tinted. Do you know what I mean, towards your own club? It's like you're commentating on football, man. Do you know what I mean? Like football as a whole. You're not being paid to be a Liverpool fan. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. Yeah, Jamie Carragher annoys me.
Pain in the backside.
And like I says, like they've spent money on like winners. Obviously, in order to be a winner, you've got to win stuff. You know, Hugo Ekatiké's not won anything. So how do you know he's a winner? Quality, looks quality, but he hasn't won anything. So how do you know he's a winner?
Kakes.
You know, obviously Isak had just won. Was it the Carabao Cup? What did they win last year? Carabao Cup.
Carabao Cup, yeah.
So okay, he's won the Carabao Cup, but before that,
yeah, Wirtz and Frimpong won.
They did the Bundesliga, didn't they? Yeah. So not every player that they signed are like guaranteed wingers because they haven't won anything yet. So, but you know, they have definitely signed quality players in positions that they desperately needed.
And at the end of the day, a lot of the people that we've brought in have won 2 trophies recently in our club.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, yes, Jamie.
So, and then you look at all the young players that he's talking about we spent on. Yeah, but a lot of those young players that we did spend money on, obviously not all of them because some of them gone out the door. They are now winners.
Yeah.
So technically, we have spent. Yeah, on the loan. So we have spent money for winners. So no, he's just a
tool.
I hate him. And I don't like using the word hate because it's just such a strong feeling. But yeah, I can't stand Carragher.
Do you know
honestly.
what? It is really like I don't mind listening to him talk. I feel like he doesn't have these kind of opinions when it comes to other clubs. Do you know what I mean? He just really goes in on Chelsea. I don't know.
No, he has a hate for Chelsea. I mean, everyone's picked up on it. Even his colleagues and other commentators, they all know it's a distinct hate for Chelsea. There's no rationale behind it. Pain.
Mm-hmm.
Lads, I am not seeing anything popping off anymore.
No, it's gone a bit dead, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
If there was anything, especially related to Chelsea, we'd have heard about it by now. But I think that's it. That's it for this window. I've been looking at the other sources. Nothing really mentioned. No names mentioned that we need to be waiting to hear on. So basically, Chelsea have done a fantastic job in outgoings this transfer window. We have got rid of around 20 players, maybe a little bit more if you're including some of the youngsters as well. We have done, we have had a real big clear out. Which is an indication that the next summer window might be another big one for Chelsea. Let's see what happens this season. Let's see what honours we win, what trophies we collect. Any issues that we have, I think will be addressed in the winter window, and I don't think we have a lot of issues. Um,
No.
I mean, nothing. Nothing major. We have got cover for every position that we have got an injury in. Is that cover adequate? Only time will tell. We've had a really good start to the season. We've won two. We've drawn one, um, and I think there is a very very exciting season ahead of us. This transfer window has been a roller coaster of a ride. We've learned a lot together watching these streams, making these streams. I wanna give a massive thank you to Matt, to Kai, to Sadiq, to New Zion, and especially and most importantly to you guys in the chat. You have done us proud. Your commitment to these streams, your contribution with your feedback, with your comments, with your likes. Gabriel with his one and only super chat. He holds the record. He holds the record. I've also seen your interaction on the channels of my panelists, Matt, Kai, Nee, Sadiq. Please continue to do that. Please continue to show the love and support to all the Blue Lounge community, Stanford Sink, Behind the Dugouts, Worldwide Chelsea, Blue Clouds Media. Continue to support, and we will continue to provide you with content. The content is now going to switch from transfers to now more football related content. SMK says, "See you in January." No, mate, no. Don't be doing that. Don't be doing that. We are still streaming. We are still streaming once a week, every Sunday night. We will be having our regular stream every Sunday night. There might be some random streams here and there, but Sunday nights will continue to be streams. We just got another notification. Hold on. No, it's nothing. It's just PYS trying to milk it. PYS trying to milk it. Yeah. So we will continue to stream once a week, and videos will be coming out on a regular basis. So please don't switch off and come back in January. SMK, don't be doing that. Don't be doing that. We would love to see you guys back on our content. I'll give Kai and Matt a final word before we head out. So we'll go with Matt, and then we'll let Kai go last. Matt, any thoughts, any final words before we end the transfer window?
It's looking good, man. It's looking good. It might not have been the blockbuster drama finish that we were looking for with the transfer window to match how it started. Do you know what I mean? That's the thing. But at the same time, look at how many players we've got out. Look at the quality of the players that we've brought in. We're going to be on for a good season, man. We're going to be on for a good season. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I can't wait to keep talking to you all about it.
Yeah. Listen, I've got positive vibes, man. Seriously positive vibes. Kai, final words on this transfer window.
Yeah, man, I'm still excited for this season. I still think it's going to be a pretty good season, regardless if this window didn't end the way that we all wanted it to. But, it is what it is. We've still got a very, very good squad. We've got a lot of depth, a lot of versatile players, as we've been talking about, as the chat have been popping off about. There is still a lot to be happy about, still a lot to be excited about, and we get to watch it all, and hopefully we'll finish in a beautiful spot with some shiny trophies at the end of it too.
That's the target. That's the aspiration, and I think we have got the squad to deliver, and we have got the manager to deliver. Support the club, lads. Support your team. I'm seeing a lot of negativity on different websites and different platforms. Don't feed it. Don't feed into it. Yeah. Yes, nothing's perfect. Everything can get better, but at the same time, back our club, back our players, back our manager, unless they prove otherwise. And at the moment, what we've seen is good. Is good. People, it has been a pleasure. We will see you live on Sunday, but we will see you in the video contents throughout the week. Take care, stay safe, and peace.